Okay, so we're back live. We'll see how long this takes us before I might have to restart the whole computer.
Yeah, for sure. Sorry for all those ones that we lost out there. Hopefully you'll find your way back.
We lost everybody.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll kind of continue. People can catch back up. So it used to be Punisher. What is it now? What's your least favorite?
I don't know. There's so many.
I'm just curious as to the reason why you didn't like him so much.
The Punisher, I was just like,
yeah.
Who was he? He wasn't really a superhero.
Right.
You know.
Just a vigilante.
Yeah. It's a big. I just didn't like him. Didn't care for him.
I gotcha. Makes sense.
Really didn't care for him, but like.
Well, in this world of fantasy, here's a guy who happens to be continuing to survive.
Yeah. It was, how's he really going to affect Spider-Man?
Gotcha. And then when they had, did they have one where like Punisher killed the Marvel Universe or some type of
Yeah.
thing like that?
Yeah, they have Punisher killed, and you know how they ended it? Spoiler: he killed himself.
Okay.
Because he knew that as long as he was still there, the cycle would continue. So for him to finish it, he killed himself.
Gotcha.
But you also got to realize with the Punisher, the only man to ever make the Joker cringe in fear. Because
Crossover?
It was a crossover, and he knew the Punisher was going to kill him, and then of course you got Batman come in and save the Joker. But he knew that Punisher wasn't playing.
The Joker interesting. I didn't know there was a crossover like that.
Yep.
That's interesting.
Little tidbits I know. Yeah.
Well, I'm sure you do. I mean, it's weird. I collected so many comics for so many years as a kid, and then young teen, young adult, what have you. And then it's weird. There was just a point where I stopped having the financial availability to collect as much as things continued to rise, and then get to the point where it's like that wealth of all the books I have and all the knowledge I have, like certain little pieces start to slip, and you're like, I know all the stuff, but then. When someone says it, I'm like, oh, okay, I remember that. Or most of the time, it's like, I don't know about that.
I know very little. I try to just bullshit my way through stuff. A lot more comic books than I've read.
Well, yeah, you have to.
Were you the one yelling at me about that?
Comic books are very expensive nowadays. Like if you're not reading them.
But you can ask Trish. I do read them. I just might not all at the same time. It might be like next week when I have the surgery. I'm going to have lots of free time. Guess what? I get to catch up on a lot of my stuff. So
I just kind of pick and choose. I mean, if I read something and I like it, I can sell it very well. So if I have a bunch of books, I read it. Hopefully I like it.
Anything in particular right now that you're really into?
Yeah, I got some stuff right here.
Cool.
We'll probably get into it.
Yeah.
I brought some books for you.
Hey, Daryl.
Hey, Daryl.
You want to look at them? I'll talk about them.
Okay. We got Stranger Things.
Yeah, I got you all Stranger Things 1, 2, and 3.
Did Lee lose a bet? No. he won because he gets to be with us. You're just jealous because you're way up there in Perry and you're all cold and everything, and we down here in our Christmas sweater.
Yeah, I thought this book would be more popular. I thought everybody in the world would be coming out to read a Stranger Things comic, but apparently everybody that loves the show doesn't like to read, or
really,
it's not a comic book interpretation of the show. It's actually its own story. It tells you like what happens with Will.
Well, see, and
the entire time
when me and you had talked about this at the store, I had thought it was just a retelling.
Yeah, and that's probably why nobody's buying it. It's actually its own story, and it's really good. And it's well drawn, and it's well written, and I love it.
Who's putting it out right now?
It's IDW.
IDW, of course.
Yeah.
No, Dark Horse. Dark Horse.
Okay.
My bad. Dark Horse is putting it out.
Gotcha.
I love Dark Horse.
Once again, Stranger Things.
That's issue 3. That's the photo variant. If you can tell, it should be roughed up looking.
Yeah.
I love that look. I should get some of these graded because I want to take one of those books that looks like they're beat up.
Yeah.
And get it graded.
That'd be great.
Yeah. I just like to troll them a little bit.
Now, if they come to your store, do you have 1 and 2? And
I have all of them. Funny. I thought they'd be lined up to buy this book.
Yeah.
I thought it'd be the hottest thing ever. I mean, I thought it was gonna be the greatest book. I think it still is. It's a great book, but apparently nobody wants to read it. Nobody cares.
Now, if you guys, the video's not loading, so I guess I catch the rebroadcast. So
It's running on my side.
It's right on your side.
Weird.
Well, that's up in Perry, you know.
Nah.
The squirrel quit running on the treadmill there. Or
You talking about
Talking
soup can telephone? Is that what you're talking about here?
Yeah. Okay, Daryl, well, you have a good night, and we will catch you. You know we will.
Yeah, for sure.
Speaking of which, this is Stranger Things number 2. And if you guys haven't been to Living Dead, we were talking about it earlier. You've heard me say it many, many times. Living Dead has one of the biggest independent sections around.
Yeah, for sure.
May not be the biggest, but it's got the most comics in it.
It's the biggest in comparison of what we're used to in the area locally.
Well, I felt there was a niche there, and like I felt like everybody's gonna be carrying the cookie cutter stuff. I want to be the guy that's carrying, like I finally own a comic book store. I just order books that I think sound cool or that I would like, and better or worse, I order them.
Well, there was a period of time where back when we were growing up, and back when we were young adults as well, and that the independents were everywhere in the comic stores at one point. I mean, when Harris was out, Harris Comics, Chaos, all that stuff, back in the day.
Yeah, but there were less probably less Marvel and DC titles, at the time too.
Right there, true. Yeah.
And there's also way more independent publishing companies now.
Absolutely.
There's probably for as many as there were back then. There's that many major independent. Your IDW, your Boom, your Image, your Dark Horse,
Valiant and all that,
your Omnipress, your Valiant, your Xenoscope, your Aspen, your just
keeps going now.
To name a few.
Gotcha. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
Stranger Things number 1. See, I looked at them in the wrong order.
That's all right. They're upside down.
That was
And then
bad.
we go
That was natural.
Vault Comics, Ancient Evil Works, Among Those Savage Shores.
Along These Savage Shores, number 1. That's actually second printed. So the cover swipe of Tomb of Dracula, number 1.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite books out right now. I love this. I love this story. It's the inside is beautifully. It looks really good. The artwork's good. It's well written. It's a good story. And this one, he's writing a letter back to his mentor or whatever, and he writes in cursive because that's how he wrote back then.
Right.
I just thought it was a treat just to read it in cursive, and I was like, how many kids nowadays aren't going to be able to read this?
Yeah, that's awesome.
It was just neat.
That brings up a good point because my sons are in school right now, and of course, they actually get in trouble for writing in cursive nowadays.
Yeah.
The teachers get angry at them for doing
Really?
that. Yes, absolutely.
I remember used to
They
have
don't
to.
even teach cursive anymore.
You had to write.
Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah.
And that's awesome that it's actually done that in the books. I mean,
It's on issue 2 now. Number 1's going on a 3rd print.
that's really cool.
And
Man. I didn't know about it.
Vault Comics. You'd never even.
Never even saw them.
You would never even think. Well, open it up because it's.
So since you got this book and obviously it's got great artwork in it. Look at that. Really good stuff. Do you feel that there's a surge happening more now in horror comics? Because I feel like there hasn't been a lot.
Yeah, there are. There's whereas before there'd be 1 or 2, there's 7 or 8.
That's good. That's good.
I mean, you had your Harlow County that ran for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And then Redlands is another good one.
Okay. Because there's like Diablo House as well.
Juke Joint by Image Comics.
I heard about that.
Yeah,
We were
it's
talking
like
about that.
and then you got Redneck.
I haven't read Redneck, but I've heard about it.
Pestilence from Aftershock is another company.
Aftershock,
Titan
yeah.
is another company.
Doctor Who stuff, yeah.
Yeah, Titan has a lot of movie comics, TV show comics, video game comics,
Okay.
which people play video games do not read, so I don't like these video game comics.
Yeah.
Eddie Rivers says, hey,
All right.
he knows that guy. Living Dead. Okay, let's go. Next one.
This, if you haven't read this, or if you guys out there haven't read this is just a treat. It's a delight.
Rick and Morty versus Dungeons and Dragons.
That's issue 3. That's probably my favorite issue.
That's awesome, man.
Issue 1 is another good one. 2 is good, but issue 1 and 3 are the best. This one.
That's great, man. I didn't
awesome.
see that.
Yeah, and this should be flying off the shelves and be worth $100 a piece. That's how good they are.
Now I've seen that cover, but I didn't see that.
That's
before.
issue 3. Just came out. This one just came out. It's got the old OG
I know. I saw it. Yeah.
And then my DM at the store, they said they paid homage to like several like famous DMs. Maybe you'll recognize them. Where'd they go? So cool.
Amelia wants to know if you have any princess comic books.
Princess. And that's I think I've heard of the comic book company. It's a real independent company. I don't have. Is it about no? What company puts out Princess? I don't have any right now. Yeah, like her. She was some famous.
Sorry,
online
Daryl.
DM.
Tell her no. But see, I did tell Daryl that I was going to show something up because he gave it to me for free. Where did you put the stuff that was in that chair?
It's really good.
That's cool, man. I have to check that out. Man.
Oh,
Yeah, it's real good.
Where's it at?
Issue 1 here. I like how he's holding the D20.
Yes,
I'll be right back.
no problem.
Oh, the beholder there, and he's in the gelatinous cube.
I still love to see a crossover between them and Gravity Falls.
I want to see this. I want to read Rick and Morty vs. Dungeons and Dragons issue 1000.
There you go.
I mean, I love this
And everybody can see my shirt.
so much.
you're pregnant with a beer.
Yep.
I got all the variants. Like I went online, I was buying like store variants and reacts. I loved it that much.
Now I'm gonna show this one. It's funny, but Daryl gave it to me, and I told him I'd give him a shout out just for.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
So it's the Pop Female Do-It-Yourselfs. Daryl had bought a collection from, let's see, days back on, and so is that yes that graze around you? Yes, you were sick, Daryl, but it was this do-it-yourself Pop Female from, and Daryl is from Capital City Comics and Toys.
I think he changed the name.
Okay, well, of course he did. He also does a zoo stuff by you. He still does that. But this was somebody had made this and put it in it, and I think it's kind of cool. So I got it from him. He just gave it to me because he knew he wasn't going to sell it. This I like it. It's just somebody's rendition, and to me, it's original artwork.
It looks like it should be a toy from the Isle of Misfit Toys. Remember the old
Could be.
Christmas?
Yeah, the doll, the red.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then it's got like, I don't know, the Star Trek uniform.
Yeah.
It's not a red shirt, so we're good.
Yeah.
Capital City is no more. It is now Geek Traders.
Geek Traders.
Not bad.
They know you're way behind on the whole Gray being here. Oh, Graven mentioned about a crossover. Gravity Falls and Rick and Morty.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, and then last one here, we got book number 2 of Batman
I didn't
Down.
realize it was a different format.
Oh, yeah.
With the Harley cover.
Prestige.
Oh, wow.
Now, if you go, do you still have?
I still got these, yeah.
Okay.
Both covers, the Jim Lee variant and this one.
And I know this is the original, but I actually like this. I'm not a Harley fan, but I actually
It's
like
like a Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Absolutely.
Transvestite Harley.
yeah, Day of the Dead.
Yeah.
I really like that cover. So, and this is book 2 of 3, right?
That looks amazing, man.
Yeah, the inside's good too.
I should have been picking these up, man.
Number 1,
It's
like
going,
40,
of course,
50 bucks, yeah. That was quite the,
The grab, huh?
yeah.
And see, half the time I don't catch the new ones coming out, so after they're already out.
Gotcha.
I try to catch, Lee always posts what he gets the day of, sometimes.
I do it Tuesday night when
Yeah.
I get the books. I put them all out, and when I pull the books, I take pictures, and the customers can message me and say, "Hey, can you give me this cover or this book?" And I'll put them in there. I'll hold them for them.
Now, Facebook is stupid sometimes because I won't catch it till the next day in the afternoon when you saw me catch it. That's when it came across my feed. It's like, but I always look forward to seeing that so I can see, okay, what did I get? Because what Preview sends me a thing in the email saying this is the book's coming up, but it's like sometimes I miss those.
Yeah. Well, I give you copy previews.
Yeah.
When you come in, I give you a copy.
Yeah.
The newest one.
The once every 6 months I come in. No, and I do, and you can ask her. I'll sit here and say, "Everybody, leave me alone," because I'm going through the previews.
That's my favorite thing. Yeah, I love going through the previews. As soon as it comes in that day, I'm looking through it. You know, DC one I like, see what's coming. Marvel one usually pisses me off.
Now,
Why with all this new stuff coming out?
oh yeah. Well, and Lee is also really good because he'll, not always. I tell him he can, but if he sees something real cool, he'll set it aside for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's so much stuff though. There's a lot of stuff. I thought half the stuff I order I think is cool.
Well, I know, but like he got me all the Looney Tunes, DC
Crossovers.
Yeah, well, you like the Hanna. You like they're usually pretty good stories. The Hanna-Barbera DC, the Looney Tunes DC, and they're not. They're funny, but they're really serious and kind of dark.
Yeah, they are very much so.
You know.
Yeah, I think I have the one with Logo and Roadrunner.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
I got that one, and of course Elmer Fudd, Batman.
Batman, yeah.
One that was dark.
Yeah. Jonah Hex and Yosemite Sam.
Mm-hmm.
They've done by Texera, and then they also did the Yogi Bear and Deathstroke.
Oh
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't read that one. I definitely saw it. They were doing something with Wacky Racers as well for a while, right?
Yeah, I was really hyped up about that book. It didn't.
Well, they redid the whole.
Yeah, try to do a futuristic,
Kinda like
road
Scooby-Doo.
warrior, post-apocalyptic
Gotcha.
kind of thing. And it was kind of neat, but I don't know what happened.
How was the Scooby-Doo one?
Scooby-Doo Apocalypse, that came out at the same time. Scooby-Doo Apocalypse is still here.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It actually does well, and people like it.
How did the Flintstones end up?
But it did good for a while. I didn't read it; it's just going by. But it's not around anymore. Same with like the Jetsons and what is it? They did a Hanna-Barbera Presents, like Herculoids.
Jetsons busted went quick because I didn't even see that.
Yeah, 3-4
I didn't
issues.
even know Hercules were coming out.
Well, it was
That was the Quest thing.
Yeah,
right?
Future Quest.
Future Quest.
Yeah,
with
Future
all
Quest.
them popping in with
Future
Space
Quest,
Ghost and-
started, using all the properties.
Gotcha.
It carried on for a little bit longer, but then just
Yeah.
there's just so much out there now, So many comic books fighting for a certain budget.
If you were, it's probably maybe just me coming from a fan standpoint and yourself being a fan, what do you think? This is a $1 million question, of course, but what do you think, just knowing the trend of comics and how the industry is going right now, from your point as a business owner, and you had to pitch an idea for a potential book that would be hot right now, what would you think that would be if someone was to create that? What do you think people are looking to see nowadays, just basically across board,
Oh man,
I'm always curious to hear that.
Well, I mean,
Like if you could make a book yourself or something that you'd want to read just based on everybody's taste so far. Everyone has different tastes, of course.
yeah.
But something that you haven't seen that you think people might want nowadays that we're not seeing, or something that you'd like to see.
A Western zombie book.
There you go.
Like, like the zombies are kind of good guys, or the dark heroes. Kind of like a Jonah Hex,
Yeah.
thing where like, town's being overrun, and the old zombie sheriff rises up from the grave.
That'd be really good.
And saves the day or something like that.
That would be a good brand title thing for a Living Dead Comics, right? It'd be a good flagship title.
There's so many. It's so hard nowadays. There's so many good books and so many good stories. You could have the greatest art and the greatest book, and it still doesn't catch.
No, I understand. And that's just because it's so saturated, you think?
It's a very saturated market. Very saturated. And it's just. I feel like in America, we're like the best consumers in the world, man. We can't consume that much.
Yeah.
It's just inundated with product.
Yeah, because Europe still has a pretty good, strong pull for comics. If I'm
it's hard to get them over there. There's a lot less stores, more like Australia or South America, or even Central America, or all the rest of the world. They don't. It's not like here. They don't have it. So it's harder to get more. I assume I haven't been there, but it's just from what I've
heard that a lot
it
too,
feels like it's hard to get. And when they come to the countries again, we can't get stuff like this. And I always like it people from other countries coming to the store because we get this, we get that, we get this.
Yeah.
Oh, you got this. I can't get this anywhere.
So your favorite genres of story, I think, is horror?
Horror, cosmic, or fantasy.
Okay.
See, I see it as fantasy because a lot of the independence you show me is the fantasy.
Yeah, I do. I like the sci-fi. The fantasy. Sci-fi is good too. It's gotta be good. It's gotta be well drawn. in my opinion. You
Yeah.
know, somebody else might think it's great. I think it's
Do you
crap.
think the artwork is kind of taking a dive in a lot of different
I
areas?
don't want to step on anybody's toes.
No, I understand.
But yeah, man, I don't know. I think the artwork is rushed. I think the best art is put on the cover, and the interior doesn't match.
Yeah, of course.
You know, it's almost like you get sold a bill of goods. You know, oh, his cover looks amazing. Oh, the inside looks like crap.
They've been doing that though for years.
Yeah, I don't think there's enough good writers to go around.
I agree with you there.
You know, and there's just too much stuff, too much product. You know, a series dies, doesn't do well, so let's put out 3 more. Let's cancel that one and do 3 more in 2 months.
Well, how many Deadpools do you need?
Well, you know, it's the 7th one that was the good one. You know,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, Deadpool sucks. I'm not going to order any copies of it. And then it's the best Deadpool series ever. And I'm like, oh.
Finally, but
But I've already been abused by bad Deadpools that I cut back.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, if it is good, you know, let's kill it with 5 titles.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know, oh, people love this character. Let's just get it now while we can.
Hey Tony. Hey Lance. Lance Footer just joined.
Oh, nice.
I know he's a big
Love
fan
Lance.
of you too. You see the Wonder Woman got over there
Yeah.
behind? That's one of his originals.
Oh, yeah.
And we got Robert Paulson,
That's
the
my buddy
weekly
Scooter.
indirect pirate, whose crew is all runaway orphan kids, like modern day lost boys with crotchety old salty dog teaching them the old ways before he meets his end. That's his comic.
Okay.
Yeah. Sounds like me.
That's awesome.
I feel like I'm the politically incorrect pirate.
I see the crew you have working for you too, so that's your lost boys.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Hey Lance, what's going on with you? We're doing good. You guys staying warm up there in Georgia?
It's cold up there right now, right? Pretty good.
Yeah.
Robert said bingo.
Yeah.
So,
But yeah, I mean, it's not enough good writers and artists to go around, and there's just too many books. And I feel like they should just narrow it down and make it better. You know, it's really hard to order and plan ahead when everything's a mini series and one shot. You know, and it's just
no one's committed anymore because it's usually doing testing.
And it's really this generation's fault. Like, you know, I mean, if I was of this generation, I would have never been able to start reading comic books because, like, I can't afford X-Men #1.
No.
You know? But so I just bought X-Men 213 and just started reading, and it was fine. You don't you don't have to read it. Or read
from the
read
beginning,
it. You know?
Yeah.
Read Rick and Morty issue 3. It's awesome.
Yeah.
You love it. You don't need to read 1 and 2.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, Lance. I said you were in Georgia and you're in South Carolina. I totally apologize about that. For some reason, I was thinking you were in Georgia.
Too many St. Paul girl beers tonight.
Yeah, that's why I tell them. You know, you don't need to. You know, any book should be a story unto itself. If I want to see what's going on in Thor, you know, I'll just read whatever the newest issue is. And I'm fine with it. I can figure out the rest. You know, just pick up.
There's no jumping on point most of the time nowadays, right?
Well, there is. There's still different arcs.
Yeah, but you should still pick up an issue, and it should be a story unto itself.
Absolutely.
You know, like you should be able to read this. You know, and like, oh, it's Rick and Morty in the garage arguing about something. It's fine.
Yeah. So what against the periodical and the graphic novel, everything's leaned heavily towards graphic novels nowadays.
Well, they write comic books just to make graphic novels.
There you go. Absolutely.
You know, I mean, if they got every school and every library in the country buying one, that's a good sale right there.
Yeah.
Well, see, I like the graphic novels because it's a collection of, okay, I might have 5 out of the 6 and I couldn't get that 6th one ever. At least I can have that.
Yeah.
I don't mind sitting there and bending the spine and, you know, I'll read my comics, but I'm very gentle with them.
Yeah, read them, enjoy them, love them. Who cares?
Well, my Ghost Rider #1, you know, I was very gentle with it.
Yeah, it's a delicate book to begin with.
Yeah.
But
newer comics.
Newer comics, I'll open up and I'll read.
Just read it, enjoy it. That's what it's meant for.
But see, my graphic novels, that's my bathroom reading material because I can leave it in there. I don't care that it's there.
Yeah. Well, they used to just make graphic novels for the iconic stories.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, and then and now they just make them for everything, even the bad ones.
Oh yeah. If you notice my bookcases when you came in, that's all graphic novels right there because I can just go grab one, go switch it out, and
Yeah.
I mean, I have what is it, the Justice Society or whatever. I have a whole run of them, but it's no big arc or nothing like that. It's just maybe 6 of the comics put into one. And
Yeah.
there we go.
Yeah.
And then when I read it, it's like, oh, I missed something because here he was alive and here he's amputated.
Thank you.
No problem.
That was
We had
kinda-
another one over there for
That
you.
was kind of personal,
I'll
wasn't
take it.
it?
Yeah, right.
I was drinking that one.
It sounded like a good idea in my head.
Well, that one was brought out.
Oh, thanks, man.
But before anybody starts, let's have a pussycat.
All right. Says the guy in the Santa hat.
Yes. Well,
What's in it?
this
We're about to
one,
find out.
this one
Right.
is watermelon vodka with artificial and pina colada vodka and rum.
Oh, it's like a two-sider.
Yeah.
Probably curls those mixed.
Oh no,
Crazy.
we had these, not these ones, but we had this brand when Tom was out
Was it
here.
the buttery nipples?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Very interesting.
Twisted shots.
And I've only been able to find these at Total Wine and More. Hint, hint. Sponsor, sponsor.
I love that place.
Oh, I love it. Ever since I found it. And I've been going into that area
So
forever.
you taking one and the other, or trying to
Bring
get
it right in
both?
the middle.
Both,
Cheers.
right down the middle.
Yes, sir. Cheers.
I love comics.
No,
There we go.
absolutely. That's not bad at all.
No,
not bad.
Delicious. Most shooters are yummy.
And we'll try the other one a little bit later.
I learned how to drink right.
I went into
Is there a
the,
wrong way?
Run right down the side of it.
I went into a Walmart liquor store the other day.
Yeah.
A couple weeks back.
Oh,
I
liquor
was,
store. There's a
what, Walmart liquor store? Well, I asked him, I said, you got any of the pre-made shoot or shots? Because I didn't feel like making shots that weekend. What are you talking about?
Shooters.
I'm like, shooters, they're pre-made shots. They come pre-made? I'm like, yes, they come pre-made.
Welcome to Walmart.
Chris Blackburn shots.
Another old friend of mine.
You guys should be drawing. I drink and draw. It's hard enough to drink and talk.
I don't draw very good.
I'd love to see these guys do some drawing and drinking as well.
When I was
It might turn out good.
Yeah. Hey, the
We
more
might
I,
have some savants here and don't even know about it.
the more I drink, the better pool I play.
Hey,
So,
there you go. That's what
one time I
everyone says.
drew, I was a kid in school, and I draw like cars or spaceships
Mhm.
or medieval weapons or D&D
Yeah.
like halberds, or I draw like a battle scene where like I'd actually like fight the battle on
Mhm.
the paper.
That's awesome.
No,
See,
that's about it.
when I was in high school, I had like my senior year, I had like 5 different art classes,
Yeah.
and the art teacher did not like my style of art, so I never got good grades. So I was never
Mm.
gone. You had to do how she said.
Oh
that
yeah,
was the
yeah.
only
No, my art teachers
and-
as well.
and any other art was wrong.
Yeah, I had
I was
that
like,
too.
okay, fuck you. I'd rather read comic books, so.
I don't know, I'm kind of against that because if you teach somebody how to draw, it takes away their personal touch of
Creativity.
it.
Yeah, they teach you technique and skills and tricks of the trade.
Mhm.
Some teachers teach that, some of them don't.
I'm fine, you teach me techniques, okay, I see you're doing it like this, what about this?
So what you're saying is you're one of the guys that didn't want to draw still life all day long.
What is that?
I was, put it this way, when 5 different classes, I found out I was a hell of a sculptor.
Mm.
Being able to work with my hands and create the stuff,
Yeah, for
that was my medium.
Yeah, I tried sculpting because we had, in my high school, we had AP portfolio placements. And so they had, for a particular class I was in, magnet class I was in, they had 4 different types of art programs you could add on to your art classes. By the time I was in 11th grade, I was taking, most of my schedule was art, different art classes. And then 12th grade was all art, all day long, teacher's assistant, all that stuff until my last class of the day. But saying all that is they brought in these 4 teachers. So you either do ceramics, in sculpting, photography, painting, or metallurgy, like and actually like putting things together.
Jewel craft.
Yeah, that too. Jewel craft, and then another part of it was they would do.
Outside.
Yeah,
That was like right outside our window.
Yeah, probably barking at the blow up Datsun.
All of a sudden you see it go.
But we got to do wielding as well. So I got away with wielding weapons in school for art class. I built battle axe and all types of crazy stuff. But yeah, that didn't do great for my teachers, but it was funny.
I was one of those photographers that, why am I taking a picture of a bowl of fruit?
Right.
Seriously.
Make it look interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So what did you do?
It never looked interesting.
Huh?
What did you do in high school?
I don't know.
I mean, I can't remember those years.
I had photography class.
Hey Brandon, how's it
Photography
going?
1 and 2.
Yeah.
You know, I enjoyed that. Drama. I was into drama club big. That wasn't like.
So you
I
like
wasn't-
having drama in your life?
I know. I hate drama. I wasn't the acting. I did like stage design and lighting and sound and like set construction, stuff like that. Makeup. I did the light board for a couple plays, and I did the lighting. That was cool.
I was from a very small town, so that's why I ended up my senior year with all the art classes. I could have graduated early, but I played sports, so it was one of those that I had to find classes.
To keep going with that
Yeah, and
situation.
I wasn't going into like calculus 10 and all that stuff. It was like I wanted easy my last senior year.
Well, yeah.
So it was all art. You guys know how much I love my art, but it kind of ruined me on art. Just from it.
No, I had issues with my teacher too. I mean,
But you gotta remember, with her, comic book art was not art.
I know it's a little factor, but here's an interesting little tidbit that I've never told anybody, that people out there watching in those comics and Lee here I'm sure knows as well, that I actually had a very famous artist that went to my school and was taught by the art teacher that I had. Her name was Miss Rogers, my art teacher. But he's a famous inker. He's worked with DC for a while. His name is Wade Von Grobadger. I don't know if you guys have seen his name. He's worked on Starman and a few other characters in DC as well. And amazing artist. I got to be told how much comic art was nothing, but Wade's was the best. So every time she would come up and teach us stuff, Wade's would be on the screen, and she'd be showing us all his artwork, all these different storyboards and stuff like this, and how great they are. But every time I wanted to get done with I'd hurry up and get done with my still life and other stuff, 3-point perspective and all this other stuff I had to do, and say, can I draw my comics now? Oh, no, that's not something that we do here. But Wade could. And it was funny, hilarious, and goes all the way on, and Wade graduates, and he keeps going all these years, and now he's this very professional, comic artist that's been around for so many years doing his thing, and I always laugh at that, because she it goes to show what teachers do to your children, because at one point a child wants to be something, but then sometimes those situations happen where you get told, it's not good, it's not worth it, it's not worth doing, you're not going to be anyway, but then some people get lifted up. So there is something there to be said for having that opportunity, but also it can kill your dreams, kill what you like.
No yawning.
I know.
No yawning. God.
Man says good art teachers are hard to come by.
Yeah.
True, very true.
Thank you, America. You're late to the show, but I'll show you. It holds beer too, so it's
It's
practical.
a ho
Hey, I'm all about the hose. And just so you guys know, tonight is St. Pauli Girl. And like I said, I'm pulling a Graven tonight. I'm sipping tonight.
I got the Not Your Father's Fruit Punch as well. I had some St. Pauli Girl also.
But when we sit in here, we're gonna get Lee drunk and we're gonna take advantage of him.
Oh,
Yes.
I don't know if I got enough beer for that.
Oh, you haven't seen my fridge. And you haven't even touched that yet.
So what are the good things that are happening in the comic industry right now, as far as from a business inside point of view? Like, what are you excited about that's going on nowadays?
Nothing with Marvel. Okay, no.
No, not necessarily. I mean, Marvel's my favorite when I was a kid. I'm just not happy with the direction they're in right now. Independent stuff is my favorite stuff that I like to read.
Yeah,
you know,
me too.
The
I'm
best
an
stories.
independent guy.
You know, I showed you two of my favorite titles out right now. It's great how popular it is in pop culture and in the movies, but it's also not great how they're rewriting everything and people are see it in the movies, so that's how I think it is. But
taking away the magic of what books are.
Yeah, you know, it's different. I understand that too. I kind of have to check my brain at the door to like the new Avengers movie.
That's one of my hardest things.
Yeah.
You know, so I try to look at it from a different perspective. You know, ignorance is bliss.
True.
You know, the more I know, the harder it becomes to like it. But
so is there a book that's coming out or a title that you're interested in, even independent wise?
Has it come out already? Is there anything that's coming out that I'm looking forward to?
Yeah.
Magic the Gathering book just came out, Chandra.
That
came out this week. I was looking forward to that. I didn't read it yet though. I had to read a few other things. I was really excited about Stranger Things. You know, the Rick and Morty vs. Dungeons and Dragons. Loving that. And I wasn't even a big Rick and Morty fan, but I like Dungeons and Dragons, and it just sounded like a match made in heaven. And I was like, and it's the most amazing thing ever. It's just fun to read. Like I'm laughing out loud where they're like, wait, what's going on over there? I'm like, it's hilarious. You know,
we got Brandon saying he loves Marvel the most, but always ends up buying more DC. And then we got Lance that says, I hope to be coming to Daytona Beach Comic Con show in April. See you guys there.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Night. Have a good night.
Yeah, good night, Lance. Thank you.
Thanks for popping in, man. We appreciate it.
Oh yeah, and you might see us if I'm good enough to be there.
Yeah.
Daytona, I'll be there.
Oh yeah, Daytona is one of the good shows.
Yeah, I love that show.
I do enjoy it a lot. Absolutely. A lot of good finds there.
Yes.
Now, a lot of people might not know, but a lot of people might do. But within this last year, you've been hitting the con scene pretty hard.
And I was definitely trying to step it up a little bit more, you know, do more cons. You know, because I love doing the cons. It's like, because I worked at conventions, you know, when I used to work at a store when I was in high school, you know, we did the big cons, you know, and I had a great time doing that. And then it's like carnival atmosphere, you know, it's kind of in my blood. And I just, you know, I enjoy it. Enjoy getting out there and talking comics and seeing all my old friends and other dealers.
So now I got a question. Between you and your dad, when do we see you putting on a con?
Huh? Oh, man. Maybe. I'd rather just help somebody out who's already doing a con. Or, I mean, if there was a need for it, you know, if something came up, I would do it. I just don't feel like there's a need for a new con. You know, but I mean, it would be good, you know. Something else you have to take somebody out, you know.
We all know somebody.
Yeah.
But we don't speak that name.
I don't think MegaCon's gotta go. We gotta get them.
Yeah, they're a little harder to get out now.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I would say so. I was just curious, so we were talking about the book stuff. If I'm not, again, this might sound upsetting to people out there, but I never really had been able to be a big Dungeons and Dragon player. I really played a lot of that growing up, didn't have a chance to, or Magic the Gathering for the same reason. But it seems like there's a huge resurgence of that happening right now.
I think Stranger Things for that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I pinpoint right to that. Stranger Things, and everybody's like, oh, I'm with D&D. That looks so cool, and it forces social interaction, you know, and different stuff. So it's just super popular right now, especially with the teenagers, and it's getting the parents back in it. Now everybody's an ex-D&D player.
That's crazy. And I never would have thought that.
Now, you do Magic at your shop.
Yes.
Do you do D&D?
Yeah, Thursday nights. Tonight's D&D night, actually.
Oh, and I pulled you over here.
Probably 16. Oh, it's okay.
Oh, Mr. Tom has showed up.
Hey, Tom, how you doing, man? Welcome to the show.
Hey, Tom.
So Thursday night's D&D at the shop.
Yeah, Friday is Magic.
So what time does it usually start when they start gaming?
D&D starts about 6. They start getting there, and by the time they're all done BSing, it's probably 7 o'clock. They start seriously playing. They play till about 10, 11.
For those of you who might want to come to your show at your shop, we're putting it in there. When's how late is the shop hours? Like
we're open 12 to 8 Monday through Friday. Runs Monday through Sunday, Sunday through Friday, every day.
Okay.
Except for like Christmas, Thanksgiving,
Major holidays sometimes.
very major holidays.
I agree with Chris there too. Things like Twitch and Skype also play a huge part in the D&D resurgence.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And
That connects a lot of people.
Because you get a lot of the YouTubers and it brings it back out.
Yeah, it's good to bring, like, if you have like a core group of people or old friends that would play, but you gotta be careful picking up randos on Skype. You hear them playing video games in the background while they're kind of playing, or multitasking, which means you're doing nothing well. When you're sitting at the table and you're there live, it's more intimate, and you have to be there.
Yeah, but see, this generation, we've talked about it before, this generation now is all about YouTube. They would rather watch somebody else play than play themselves.
No commitment. They can't commit to anything. The commitment, it's such a fear of commitment. They can't even commit. You get commit to playing a game or buying a series if it's not a mini series. They don't want. Oh, it's like going for 100 issues. Oh, you can just start it and leave it any time.
Is that the hardest thing you have to convince people nowadays to try to commit like that, as far as boxing goes as well?
Well, if I believe in it, I think it's good. I can sell it.
Right.
Like Warriors is the #1 selling book in my shop.
I haven't read Warriors.
You sell the hell out of that.
Oh yeah, man, I beat people over the head with it. It's the greatest book ever. I love it. I love Warriors.
Yeah, if you walk into your store and walk out not knowing what Warriors is,
Like the right person, somebody is interested. It's like, oh, they ask me like for me to recommend something, I'm going right to it, and it sells itself. It's just awesome. I remember when I saw the little picture and previews of that big of the issue 1. I was like, I have to have this book, and I made Coliseum, order it for me because they aren't going to order it. They special ordered me 1 copy,
That's
and I got it. And
I haven't had a chance to read it, man.
Okay, Robert, so we'll just start mouthing things for the next 10 minutes since you're at work. That way you don't miss anything. So there you go. No, Robert agrees with Chris big time because you don't have to sit at the same table. You can play with people around the world at work. So he's at work, so audio is going to be off for the next 10 minutes.
Gotcha.
So with Skyping and stuff, you don't kind of like what we're doing with you guys. We're sitting here BSing with you. We don't have to be in the same room to do it.
Yeah.
Yes, if you're bringing your old high school, group that's now moved on, all over the country and world, different things, it's a viable thing. But
But to watch somebody else
with newer people and stuff like that, I don't know if the commitment's going to be there to the game. Playing through the computer, it's just not the same.
And see, when I was a kid, we played Dungeons and Dragons, but I wasn't as big on that as like The Hobbit. The Hobbit had one.
Miller's role playing. Oh yeah, I was doing that. Merc, we called it. It's turned into Rollmaster.
Yeah, we played the hell out of that, and Marvel had one that we played the hell
I
out
didn't
of.
play the Marvel one too much. Cyberpunk was a big thing.
I remember Cyberpunk.
That was all the cool kids were playing with Cyberpunk. Playing my juicer or my media guy or corporate.
I also heard my friends used to play it. I had a chance to get into it with them, but there was a game I believe called Rifts.
Oh yeah, Rift.
That used to be around for a while.
Very cool. Probably one of the coolest worlds. I bought all the source books just to read the lore.
Really?
Oh yeah, I have them all. But like we tried to play Rifts, my D&D group, and it spawned off of Robotech.
Oh, okay.
And so he went to go fire a missile battery at us, and he just couldn't figure out the damage or convert it. And it was like, man, it's telling me to go to the source Robotech book that I don't even have.
That's crazy, man.
Well, yeah, so we kind of gave up on it, but it was super cool.
Yeah, I always heard good things about it, but I just never had a chance to get into it. So, and I keep seeing it around here and there. People start to talk about it a little bit.
Yeah,
so
I don't think there's any new stuff about all my old stuff from back in the day. Yeah, like the vampires coming out of Central America, and yeah, it was just really cool.
So let me ask you, what's your feelings on Pathfinder?
Funny story. Oh yeah, you were there.
I was there.
Well, to each his own. I guess D&D got so bad, Pathfinder spawned up.
Okay.
I give it the Magic the Gathering treatment. Many card games have come and gone. Magic still reigns supreme. In a D&D world, is there really a need for Pathfinder? But it's just different. It's just the same game with different rules. They might say it's different, but it's just, and really, if you're good enough at D&D, you start making your own rules. The best D&Ders know how to, interpret anything into a die roll, and figure it out, tell the story, and keep them entertained.
I'm gonna tell you a story because we were all there.
Okay.
We were up in Chicago.
Okay.
And we were sitting there before the night before the
the meet and greet, it's free food buffet, free beer.
We sit there, we're eating, we're having a drink. This guy comes up, oh, how you guys doing? This and that.
You have role playing at your shop.
Yeah, you have your own shop. You have role playing at your shop. And Lee's like, yeah. Well, what do you have there? And Lee starts telling him, I got magic, I got this. What do you think about Pathfinder? That's garbage.
I didn't say it was garbage, but I told him I was like, there's no room for Pathfinder in the D&D world. And this is the guy, the CEO of the company who created Pathfinder.
Yeah, but we didn't know at the time.
He got the truth from me, and if he can't handle the truth, he didn't blow over nothing. He just shook his head.
Yeah,
I'm sure he's heard. I'm sure he's heard it before.
Yeah, but it was just so funny because Lee's telling him this and that, and I'm over there Googling. I see his name tag. It's like, after he left, I'm like, Lee, he owns it.
And I was like, oh, the minis are great. I love the Pathfinder minis.
But it was so great because you didn't give a crap. It just,
what was it? You were actually just like, thank you for your time? Or?
Yeah. Well, he's not going to be able to make a stink there.
Yeah.
Well, because he's like, well, why don't you do it? And Lee's like, I only stock what I like for my store.
Well, there's a room thing, it's like, and then you have to have it in inventory, so it's more of a cost, and so you have to, I keep a full D&D line, like, everything they got, I have it. Now, to do a Pathfinder, it's also space, so I got Pathfinder, so it's a whole other huge line. And what's next? This other guy, and this other thing, and this other thing, Star Wars role-playing, Doctor Who role-playing, and My Little Pony role-playing, and where's it end?
Exactly.
I want to have a small store, so I gotta focus. Games Workshop keeps on calling me. Can we get a little space, a rack, this, and that? And I was like, I love Games Workshop. I got tons of Games Workshop stuff at home. Played in high school, love the stuff, and it's very expensive. And I just don't have the space. I wish I had more space for comics. And it's what it is.
And Chris says that's awesome and totally Lee. Yeah, it was great. And like you said, the guy wasn't hurt. He was okay and walked off and
we had a good laugh about it.
We had a good laugh and
that's how I feel about it. So
and we continued drinking our beer.
Yeah. I mean, all this time, I'm no expert because I've never played any of those things. So it's like, it's not that I don't like the idea or the concept of the worlds that inhabit everything, because I hear enough of it from friends and that's played it over the years and people I care about. But it's hard for me to say, oh, well, this one's this or that one's that. I know that there's a significant difference between Dungeons and Dragons and Magic the Gathering and what have you for the most part and how they're played, processed, and all that. But like Pathfinder, I just thought they were part of one of those worlds. I didn't know that was a
Pathfinder, D&D, English, French,
Yeah, gotcha.
See, with Magic, I never got into it. I remember when it came out in the 90s.
Survival stuff.
I remember it was heavy in the 90s, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and it was just one of those, I could never get into it.
Yeah.
But I like more of the Dungeons and Dragons and that kind of stuff. And
I also remember Vampire the Masquerade.
Oh, yeah. It's played
That was
out on
a
Wall
big
Street.
thing. Oh, really?
Well, Wall Street right there was like kind of dead ends, and there was a coffee shop right there in the end. And, they'd all hang out there and playing Magic. Really just talk bullshitting all night, playing Vampire the Masquerade, trying to get laid. The beginning of the goth scene.
Yeah.
see, it's one of those I'd like to get back into D&D. It's just I don't seem to have the time.
Yeah, then you had the werewolf game.
Yeah, we played a little. I actually played a little bit of that Smash.
Vampire the Masquerade and Werewolf by Night. They're really the same game, just when vampires and werewolves and cross them over. We actually played. The one time I actually played it. We played at Rollins College Church. This is a really nice setting, and now to look back on it, I was like, how did I have full reign at this church? Because like the one guy they were there with he had the keys. I don't know. But it was, Rollins College Church was really nice.
I haven't been over there.
We're playing Vampire the Masquerade
In the church, yeah. Well, at least you'd be safe there.
Yeah.
Thus, True Blood was born from Vampire.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the kids that played that grew up and wrote True Blood.
I haven't watched True Blood either, man. I'm behind.
No, I haven't. You don't need to watch everything. There's so much stuff out there. I don't know.
It's hard to keep track on all of it, man.
It is.
At some point, it'll come on Netflix.
I like my vampires are like Lost Boys.
Mm.
I was gonna smack you if you say your vampires sparkle.
No, they don't. I mean, the sparkliest they get is like Interview with the Vampire.
Yeah.
That's as sparkly as I go. But Lost Boys, and then really underrated, wicked cool vampire movies. A movie called Near Dark.
Oh yeah. I know Near Dark. Yeah.
It's like set in the Lost Boys world.
Mm-hmm,
It's awesome. It's got like the whole cast from Aliens.
Mm-hmm.
Bill Paxton, the guy who played Bishop, and Vasquez. Those three main people. I don't know their real names, but I know they were in Aliens. Yeah. But
Okay, so speaking about that, what's your favorite werewolf movie? See, I have two.
Yeah, The Howling comes to mind.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, we talked about
Yeah,
that.
The Howling. That's from my childhood.
Yeah.
Bill
Yeah.
Paxton and Lance Henriksen.
Yeah, Lance Henriksen.
Henriksen.
Yeah, what's Vasquez's name? But and then London. Werewolf. Yeah.
American Werewolf.
American Werewolf in London, and then Silver Bullet.
Silver Bullet.
That's it.
Silver
Bullet.
Bullet.
Man,
Silver
Silver
Bullet.
Bullet was so good. Cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Corey game.
Yeah, everybody. It's
I love
American
Silver
Werewolf
Bullet.
for me. American Werewolf in London and Silver Bullet.
I love Silver
Howling.
Bullet.
Well, I know we talked about that.
Howling.
Howling was great.
Yeah.
Howling was great for me because at that point, even out of the American Werewolf in London and the other ones, something about Howling, the makeup and the way they pulled those off as a kid was so intriguing to me, and it really creeped me out. So it was really cool to see that, And Silver Bullet was just awesome.
Yeah.
Period.
Jeanette Goldstein.
Yep, that's her.
And Robert said, interesting fact. Cool. She showed up thinking the movie was about illegal aliens and had no clue it was about sci-fi aliens.
That's funny.
She killed it though.
Oh yeah,
That's
a great job.
best.
Great job.
Oh, man.
Yeah, Silver Bullet, man. I just kept thinking, how cool as a kid had the
shooting off fireworks.
Oh yeah.
And then,
His uncle made the whole
what's his name?
The
attachment for his wheelchair.
Yeah, Gary
you
Busey, one of the best roles. As like the bad uncle, the good of the fun
Yeah,
uncle, souped up wheelchair, motorcycle wheelchair.
Yes.
And
Yes.
who would have ever thought the priest would be the
That was a great twist,
He's
man.
wearing the eye patch.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
definitely
Well,
him.
but at the beginning,
Well, when I
Yeah.
saw Eye Patch, I thought of the Blob with the preacher from the '80s.
Yeah.
I thought that too, but that was really cool though. Definitely. It's one thing they haven't touched, luckily, to reboot.
What, the Blob?
Silver Bullet.
Oh,
let
Silver
them
Bullet.
leave it alone.
I'll just give them time.
Hopefully.
Yeah, it's like rebooting the Bad News Bears by doing it.
Well,
No,
it's like when they
exactly.
made all the damn sequels to Lost Boys. Why? You didn't need to.
Yes, I know. They didn't need them at all, man. And it was
I don't know.
horrible.
I would have been happy for good Lost Boys sequels.
That's true. It's true.
But
It's really hard to recapture that magic. I mean, it's
I
just
agree. I
the
agree.
time and the place.
I don't feel
You know,
like we
and-
have those actors anymore. We have those up and coming young actors. The
Corey
ones I've seen-
Haim's dead.
Yeah, and like the Stranger Things movement was the first time I actually saw a show that showed me those types of characters again. That
Real
really,
characters,
exactly. And why did it take that many years to put that out? Something like that. It's kind of sad.
Oh,
You know?
special effects, computer graphics killed the movie.
Yeah, for sure, man.
You
For
know,
sure.
why make a real movie when we just all do it on
Yeah.
computer?
Yeah.
Make a fake movie. Stranger Things feels real.
It
Feels
does.
like,
it does. But for us, also, it's a throwback to the 80s.
It is.
It's
yeah,
the
not
time that
the
we grew up.
80s, early 80s.
Early 80s that we
Yeah.
grew up in.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Kids rode their bikes,
Those were
roamed
the
the
days, man.
neighborhood.
Yeah,
we
there,
did.
there, there was no like time to come home. It was
Well, the lights came on.
the lights
Came
came on,
on.
you come home.
My dad whistled, it's time to show up.
Yeah.
It wasn't a cell phone where
No.
where are you at all
I
times.
remember watching.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm going over to somebody's house and
Yeah.
you're in the creek way
10
over
miles.
here. you
Yeah,
know?
exactly.
And
Yeah.
we all grew up playing in the arcades
Yeah.
and this and that.
Man, the arcade.
Going back to Lost Boys though, the comic book store
Uh-huh.
in that scene it's very iconic.
Yeah.
You know, and like I like to go back and I like look and see what comics is like. Well, he's holding up a Tomb of Dracula issue. What issues he got? You know, and just you see the rack with all the 80s and 70s Supermans on it and everything. It was just really cool to see a comic because like even if it was made then, it's a comic book store from the mid 80s.
Oh yeah,
Which in itself was rare.
Yeah.
You know.
especially on the boardwalk.
Well, San Diego was one of the first comic book stores in the country.
Oh,
You know, San Diego, New York. You know, and they couldn't sell new comics. All they could sell was back issues.
Windex cologne.
Windex cologne.
Yeah. You got me on that one, Robert. I don't know what Windex cologne, unless because you used to spray yourself when
When you were in whatever.
in a hurry.
Stinky.
Boom, boom, yeah.
Oh, now we have
Really?
breeze
I never heard
or
about
air
that.
freshener
Yeah.
things. Oh man, I used to store a little air freshener thing.
I,
No.
I have the Febreze. I have a bottle of it. Okay,
I like-
I've been outside for a while.
Yeah.
I'm wrong.
I like
It's the same thing.
Fifth old man from the Lost Boys when he was going
Oh,
on the
yeah.
date.
Oh
our
yeah,
party.
yeah. Little Windex. Yeah, I like some pine salt. Yeah,
Could rub in air freshener.
the lemon
yeah.
scent. You know, yeah.
Just go grab the one from the car,
Pine
rub it
fresh,
under your,
yeah.
your armpit.
Yeah, for sure. I know. I loved Fly the Navigator when I was young. When that came out, I really loved that one. Just the weirdness of the movie nostalgia was so great back then. They could take a chance on anything. There were so many different movies.
But there was a good story behind it too.
Yeah.
That was the thing. Back then we had a story behind it. It's
Yeah.
not let's just throw something up. and
It's
hope it
all
goes.
flash and
Yeah,
jokes,
it is,
and
yeah.
like, nobody can commit to anything.
No.
Yeah. Let's see
It's
how many
weird for us to
explosions.
sound so. It's weird because even though our parents would be like, well, back in my day.
Yeah, and now we're going back in our day.
back in our day, but
Whatever.
we really don't have. Mind you, I'm not taking away, but we do have some great things that are coming out, and we are happy to see. But we really don't have that type of new experience anymore. People just taking chances and creating like it was in the '80s. It really was.
Well, now it's how many sequels can we put onto a movie?
Yeah.
How
It's all
many?
about money.
Yeah.
What
Making
movies
money.
can we
That's just
reboot?
what killing comic books too.
Yeah.
It's business and everywhere. Go back to the consumer thing.
Yeah.
It's just inundated with so much product. Why can't you just have a good series that lasts 100 issues, 200 issues? Why is it, got to be reboot for 30 covers? That's just
Small events everywhere. Every week.
small week events everywhere. Every
Yeah.
week, just have a big
Yeah.
event.
New number one. New number one. New number one.
Well, I hate the variants. The variants.
Yeah.
is what I hate.
Well,
There's a million different variants with every comic now.
when they were special, I loved them. And,
Yeah.
and when I got back into comic books, like Star Wars was coming out, I want to get Star Wars. I want all the variants. I didn't know what that meant at the time. I want all the variants, There was like 111 Star Wars #1 variants
Mm-hmm.
with all the store variants
Yeah.
and everything. And I got like maybe 40 of them, and thousands of dollars later, I was like, I just can't do it.
That's a question. How's things going with I know that they have this thing now going on with stores where they can create their own variants for certain books. Is that
That's
right?
another part of the problem.
Yeah.
Every store's got their own variants. They got customers coming in. Oh, you get this cover, that cover. I'm like, that's an internet variant, some store variant. And they're just all cash grabs.
Gotcha.
And sometimes they shut stores down. They don't sell. That's a lot of money out there.
Yeah, absolutely.
When they sell, it's great. But everybody can get a Delata or Martina to do their variant for them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, look, we got a Coliseum variant on our Afterlife with Archie.
That's very cool. They probably have one of the very few variants for that. That's because I think one of the guys there is a big Archie fan. Huge. He's like
Brandon, wasn't it Brandon?
no, it's Jack. Jack's
Yeah,
the big. I think Jack's the big Archie guy.
Because we met him when we first moved to Florida because they told us where to go.
Glasses. He's at Millennia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a-
Mhm.
Jack.
because he used to be on OBT, and then they moved to stores
Yeah.
on the
Yeah,
living
he-
end.
Right, and
he-
that's the only store that carries a lot of the Archie.
Well, yeah, because he's
Yeah.
like he's like an advisor for Overstreet on Archie. He's like one of the experts. He's like the expert on Archie comics. You know, it's because he's a fan.
That's why I
starting, you
go
know.
to stores like that
Yeah,
that get me my books.
I remember you came into. I had like an Archie variant. And, all right, there was some Back to the Future Archie book or
Yeah,
Mhm.
you had the crossover cover, Archie,
yeah.
for Back to the Future.
Yep. So
Yeah,
there's
as
this-
a
But
kid.
it just it's
The
just like how
Archie
many.
ones killed me.
Why can't we use all these great covers for like issue 2, 3, and 4, and 5? It's just, and I really want some of these cover artists to draw books. You know, I mean, like if you're not drawing a comic book, you're not telling a story through your art. You're not a comic book artist. You might be a great artist, but you're not a comic book artist. Until you draw the whole comic book and tell
Oh,
a
yeah.
story. with
No,
pages.
I agree with you.
Like
there.
the G.I. Joe All Silent issue.
Yeah.
It's not one word in that comic. It's like issue like 19 or 21, I forget. And it's the first appearance of Snake Eyes,
Right.
Storm Shadow. It's the this all silent issue, And like Larry Hama or something was the
Yeah,
artist.
he
He
was,
just
yeah.
told the
I
whole
got to
story
meet him a couple years
with
ago.
his
he's a
with
great
his
guy.
art. Really nice guy, and now just they're putting these people just buying covers. They're not even reading the books. And then I used to do that too. I was part of the problem, but now it's that's why there's
side. Yeah.
that's why there's 30 covers for each issue number 1, and don't need to be a completionist.
Oh yeah, no, because we do with her Archies, that. But
Well, Scott, this is like it's 2 kinds of liquors in a split.
it is the
So
same.
why don't I feel like the same kind of liquor in a split?
Oh no, one's let's see, let's read here.
Moscow Mule. Oh yeah.
Mhm.
I had a mule one time. It was put hair on your chest. That's an old person.
See, one is lime liquor and the other one is ginger liquor colored with caramel color.
Okay.
So this is gonna be probably a sour one.
Yeah.
Good. To issue 1000.
There you go.
I got that shirt still.
That's not bad at all. This is good.
Did it go down the right way this time?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's not so sure about that.
It's interesting.
Just like a lime.
Cough syrup.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's 2 shots for tonight. I can have shots because they're lower in carbs, so it
Oh.
doesn't affect my blood sugar as much.
Whatever you need to say, buddy.
Yeah.
Whatever you need to do to make yourself feel better.
Actual liquor is low carb,
Yeah, I know. It's messed up.
but it's the stuff you mix
The
in
mixer.
with
Oh
it.
yeah, it's the
Yeah.
worst. That's why it's no more rum and coke. Yeah, rum and diet coke.
Right?
Yeah, it's like I need to learn how to drink rum by itself.
Yeah.
Rum and cherry coke. Even the diet cherry coke, do it that way. And if you can get the black cherry rum, oh, it's awesome.
Rum, you mean rum and root beer, rum and Dr. Pepper.
Oh yeah,
Let's keep it going.
I have mostly rum in there.
Yeah.
I got a vodka too, but mostly rum.
You're
Right.
drinking a 2-liter of Coke, with your rum and Coke, you're like, man, I gotta figure out a new plan.
I do. You can ask her. I'm sitting there, cherry coke and the rum. Okay, there we go. But
Big
I,
glass.
I'm a very big connoisseur of rum.
You know what?
Rum and pineapple juice.
Well, yeah. What's it? It was one of my favorite rum was at Total Wine. It's one place I can find it, and the name eludes me now. It's in a pirate-like bottle with a crooked top.
Awesome.
I like Barbados or something.
I think I've seen it.
Wow.
I love Total Wine and more because their rum aisle just goes on.
Yeah, it's it,
like,
yeah.
oh.
Never been in there, man.
It's not Myers is good. A Jamaican rum. What was this called? Saint? No. Oh, I just had it.
Well, what one of Trisha's coworkers brought me back some Cuban rum, which is really good. One of my coworkers brought me back some.
RL Seals.
Oh, wow. How do you know it? All right, Sal's.
They're-
Wait, how do you? That's it.
Robert
I'm the program director
Sailor
for a
Jerry.
reason.
How did you
Yar.
find that?
I Googled it.
Would you Google pirate ball with crooked top?
No, I put realm with crooked top. And I looked for the one that said crooked top. And then you said Barbados. And it's perfect right there.
That's cool.
Yeah, R.A. South. That's great. That's the best rum I've ever had.
I used to work there.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, he worked many places. Jack of all trades. He'd have 10 more jobs. He'd still have more jobs than me.
Well, I will have to meet him at some time.
Scooter, awesome dude.
But I see a lot of your regulars in there, but we never really talked to any of them or anything.
They all come in their own times. Yeah, I built up quite a customer base. It's nice. They come and they go though. Sometimes they're your best customer for a couple of years and then they fall off the face of the earth.
Oh, kind of like
Right.
us, Portland.
No. You guys are still around.
You know we come in. We just
Oh yeah.
with a con every weekend. You know sometimes. Let's see, Jerry Taylor III, Dan ain't seen Lee in how many years? And then Chris says, Jack of all trades, master of none but baiting. Oh, okay. Here's one of my favorite guys right there, John.
Yeah, John comes in. We're usually chit chat for a couple hours.
I think it's just something cool about going into a comic shop and just being able to talk about what you love.
Okay.
Yeah, I get wore out sometimes though. Like
John,
especially if I'm not really into it.
Yeah.
Having one of those days.
John
Yeah.
yelling your name. Lee!
Yeah, John. No.
Fuck you, John. I won't buy your comics anymore.
No, shut up. John brings me Archie's.
I know he got me my turtles.
I
And
know.
everything,
Don't
but-
offend John.
Yeah.
I don't think I can offend John. John's a very nice guy. You're not drinking very fast.
What? Oh.
You're not drinking very fast. So you gotta drink for me. Come on.
I think he's solving that right now.
How are you tonight, John? Did you find anything good this last week? I see hearts coming up everywhere.
Oh,
Yeah,
this happens when it gets a little warmer.
that's what happens
Yeah,
when I get a little warmer too. Keep it off of the stone though.
All right.
Does that leak down?
There you go, sir.
Party foul.
So I
Yeah.
pour it all?
Yeah.
Yes, you did. Oh, yes, you did? Okay. What did you get good this week? Oh, did or you did? How much you been drinking, John? That's okay. It's just cutter, so it smells like beer. That's fine.
It's a coaster.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. It should smell like beer.
Not my teenage son.
Yeah. Just wait.
Okay, so con-wise, I know we've talked about it. You talked about it a little bit earlier off camera. Let's see what John got. Just came zero. Just come zero.
All right.
You know that one?
No.
Okay. I don't know that one either. Coke Zero. Oh, that's what he's drinking. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you
That's
need to lay off the Coke because you can't spell the night, man. Some Marvel Star Wars and Sonic issue. Okay, speaking of Sonic, what do you think of the posters for the Sonic movie?
It's a Sonic movie?
Yeah, you haven't seen that? It's been
No.
a whole big...
I don't do previews.
This hasn't been a preview. They just Twittered the posters. And it's been then went all over Facebook.
That's probably all they have. They're fishing to see if there's a market there, and then they'll make it like, oh, we got a poster, a drawing, let's drum it up.
Well, no, because if they go by that, then they're not going to have it. Everybody's pissed over the artwork.
Yeah, it looks childish.
They're actually making
Sonic is childish.
but they're making him actually look like a hedgehog.
Yeah.
What? Oh, what?
Yeah. They even changed his shoes, the style of shoes he's wearing. He's not wearing the gloves. I mean, he's not Sonic.
He's like half naked, basically.
They tried to make it like live action, computer action.
Yeah,
The Pokemon movie looked weird too.
But I'm interested in seeing that one.
Oh yeah, it's Ryan Reynolds. He's funny. you know, and Pikachu's cute. We'll see. I mean, it looks interesting, you know, but people are upset that it looks live action and not cartoony, but it could be good.
Yeah, but see, at least with the Pokemon, they have a little licensing to change a little bit, but you got an iconic character like Sonic. You don't change his whole look.
Yeah.
Pikachu, you can change because he's changed so much over the years.
This is one thing I learned. This is one thing that Star Wars taught me. They're not making
Don't do prequels.
They're not making it. The prequels are fine. They're great. They're not making it for the fans. They're making it for
money.
They're making it for new people. You know, so they want, because they know the fans are going to see it anyway. They're already a fan. They already got them. They need to make it for new people. People who've never played Sonic or never, you know, the new generation and for new people. So. Yeah,
I don't think there's people that don't know Sonic. Even the kids know Sonic. They got it on the cartoons, the comics, the video games. Because Sonic is still.
Yeah, Jaleel White, Urkel did his voice for years in the cartoons.
Well, they even still have like on one of those antenna channels. There's the Sonic, and it's still new. They still update it constantly.
Kids nowadays don't even watch TV. They're watching YouTube.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, I mean, so it's a.
But he's still relevant.
I mean, he's still relevant, but like they're not making it. They're making it for new people.
No, they didn't need
They
to
didn't need a Sonic movie. That's the big thing.
No,
Like-
but it's to make money. They're trying to.
How much money? More money.
I just realized that I just think about all the movies they're sitting on that they won't ever produce because they don't have a pre-sale and they don't want to take a chance on any of them. How many amazing stories we have sitting there collecting dust somewhere that these movie companies have optioned. And
What are your two favorite movies you saw this year? Right? Two
This
favorite
year,
movies.
let's see. That I actually went to the movies and saw, or just saw.
Went to the movies and saw.
I only saw 2 movies at the theater this year, and that was Deadpool 2
Good one.
and My Hero Academia, the movie.
That's a movie.
Yeah, they had the movie.
Was it just like a special showing one day somewhere? Or
It
was it like
was
released in all the theaters everywhere?
it was released in it was one of those limited releases.
Yeah, Waterford Lakes probably had it.
Actually, no, it was Downtown Disney had it, but then like Miami had it, different states.
That's interesting. Yeah, that's like Sonic.
Show the other one.
The one
The
Is that
Dark
Chris
Waters.
Pratt under him? Who is that under
My
him?
two
Because
favorite-
I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, my two favorite
Which
movies
one,
this
the one
year.
that Cutter showed us the other day?
Yeah. Anyone see Creed? Any good?
Did not see Creed, but Bohemian Rhapsody was amazing.
Yes,
I
it
felt
was.
better about life and myself after I saw that movie.
Me too.
And then Mr. Won't You Be My Neighbor?
I want to see that.
The whole world should be required to watch this movie.
Yeah, I heard good
It's
things.
good. No, it's enlightening. I was in tears in the opening sequence. It was so good. Which is a man that was just so good, people couldn't believe it. You know, and he got it.
I watched him every day growing up.
Yeah,
Every day.
and he just got it. You know, he just saw that like his calling was to make children's show because people were just making. And that's in the '90s, you saw the takeover. You know, like there was no more lesson of the day or moral of the story or knowing it's half a battle.
Yeah.
It was I call it like kid crack.
Even Sesame Street went down.
Is that the one you're talking about?
Well, that's one of them, but the one that was just dark and
Him
Okay,
kneeling
okay.
down.
But you know, it's just it was just such a good movie.
now see, Robert says Ralph Breaks the Internet. I'm actually interested in that
We
one.
saw that one.
I want to see.
Not bad. Pretty good.
And then Creed.
I didn't see
You
it.
talked about it.
I
I
want
didn't
to
see
see
the
that.
I didn't see the
Wanted to
first
see it.
one either. I heard they were good.
Yeah, see that was the first one that they.
Oh yeah, looks fine. You guys are overthinking it.
No, because then they went through and they actually showed without it.
Those are like poor photos too. So like
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's who knows. It just could be like on the internet. You never know nowadays. If it's somebody's fan art.
Yeah, true.
they're
Well, no, that
trolling.
actually got put out by Warner Brothers or whatever.
Yeah,
that was
maybe they're just fishing and say, hey man, if people like this, maybe we should make this movie.
First Creed was awesome. I haven't seen.
I feel like
phenomenal.
most of the people that saw the first one, they like the second one. It's probably, I don't know. I didn't see the first one.
I didn't either.
First one was good. Really, really good. I enjoyed that one. I liked Black Panther this year. Right? Came out this year, right?
Yeah.
I still haven't seen it. It's even on Netflix. I haven't seen it.
That's all right.
I was never a fan of Black Panther.
I was a fan until that movie came out.
See,
Really?
for me,
Yeah.
for me, it's not like, oh my god, I gotta go see. It took me.
It's all flash, weird.
It took me forever to see Doctor Strange because I'm not a big Doctor Strange fan, so it wasn't for me to rush out and
I
see
had
it.
to see Doctor Strange. I'm a big Doctor Strange fan.
Yeah,
The only reason I actually saw it, I wanted to see it before I saw Infinity War, just because I know it kind of tied in a little bit.
Thor Ragnarok really ties in. Like if Thor Ragnarok and then Infinity War is like what goes into.
I only talk about Thor Ragnarok to talk about how bad it was.
Wow.
I hated that movie.
I'm sorry. That's okay. I loved it.
Oh no.
I'm biased though. I Thor anything.
But
Thor saves Christmas.
I mean, that's Thor trying to be a stand-up comedian through the whole movie.
Yes, he is, man. He's very arrogant. He's immortal. He's a god. He gives a shit.
What's your opinion on Doctor Strange movie, Lee?
I loved it. I thought it was great. You know,
It's not a bad movie, but like I said, I wasn't in a rush to see it. When I saw it, I liked it. But it's not one of
I
those.
love the character. I love Doctor Strange. I thought it was pretty true to the character, and I really enjoyed it. You know, probably if you do more movies, you know, you don't need to do the origin every time or how they're made. Just do the movie, and he is what he is. You know, you wasted time by always showing how he became who he was.
Yeah.
You know, fuck them. I'll figure it out later.
If they want to look at it so bad, they'll find a way.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Doctor Strange was very important to me. That movie actually triggered a great change in me, not because of the movie itself, but there's certain things that were hitting in my life that I needed to know. And then to watch that movie, even though it's just based on that character, it really felt well done, and I enjoyed it a lot. I came out of the theater wanting to see it more and more.
Yeah, and then every time Doctor Strange is in, like, you know, like Avengers or it's just so good.
Yeah,
And
I love his
Thor Ragnarok. Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, those little 10, 15 minutes or however long he's in it. So good.
I love the banter between him and Tony, and how much they don't agree with each other.
Bumblebee looks good.
Bumblebee's got 97% right now. It's pretty impressive. I'm a little worried still.
Rotten Tomatoes lost me.
Yeah, no, I agree.
And I don't. Sometimes they're spot on with the percentile things, but I think if it's a popular movie or whatever, it's biased. Like I saw it with What I See, Overlord, worst movie ever.
Really?
Oh my god, I almost walked out. It was so terrible.
And that one interested me. I'm glad you
Well, yeah, I mean,
don't.
it's just cheesing on, you know, Nazi zombies, but just, you know, it's just, maybe I knew too much about history or I knew too much of period, but it's just so poorly made for a period piece, you know, and it's just so campy. It's like a B movie, you know, and the acting is terrible. And yeah, I was glad it was over.
Yeah,
I got to leave.
Well, once it hit theaters, you didn't hear the hype anymore.
No, I died pretty quick.
Oh yeah, man, it was awful. One of the worst days of my life, movie wise.
Well, see, I see you go to them a lot, so that's why
I go by myself. I mean, I just go. If I want to see a movie, I just go.
Well, and that's why I like, okay, Lee's here. Maybe it's something I'm interested in.
Yeah, no, Lord's terrible. Go see Bohemian Rhapsody though.
That was phenomenal.
Great movie. So much fun and awesome. And
He nailed it.
I wasn't the biggest Queen fan, and I was like, "Who is this guy?" Whatever. But he fucking killed it. You know, killed it. And yeah, that Freddie Mercury pop who comes out live at Wembley. It'll be a hot one. I predict.
Lee, did you play The Last Dragon last week at the shop?
Yes, I did.
Because I saw you were going to play that.
Oh yeah, I played it.
Last Dragon.
Oh yeah. Moved my childhood. That Big Trouble in Little China.
Oh yeah.
Big Trouble in Little China was on.
my favorite.
I was watching that.
That's my
That was the afternoon. Big Trouble in Little China again. We're watching it.
Yes.
Oh wait, it's not Big Trouble in Little China. You know
Yes,
what? I have it on VHS. I recorded it.
Yeah.
Big Trouble in Little China.
Yeah. I still watch it all the time.
That's the
every
first
day.
appearance in Mortal Kombat.
Exactly right. That's my argument. People get
I ain't an argument.
Yeah.
No argument.
true.
It's a fucking fact.
It is.
You know.
Mortal Kombat would have been Mortal Kombat without Big Trouble.
She hates the fact when I start playing Big Trouble in Little China.
Why?
I love it.
I'm okay with well, sort of. It's just yeah.
Monica,
It's not one of my loves.
do you feel the same way as Trish? Because I watch it so much.
What are we talking about?
About Big Trouble in Little China.
I still like Big Trouble.
I know you like it, but there's days you're like huffing. Are you
Yeah.
watching this again?
It's on. It's going. You know, what other
I
one would
missed
there
half
be?
of it, doesn't matter.
I wanted to make
It's
one
like,
with
it's like
Aliens.
aliens, you know, aliens, man. Have aliens on, you know.
Monica's a big
I
favorite.
wish they would have made a Colonial Marines
Yes.
movie. I wanted to go see the Bug Hunt,
Yes.
previous one.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
get their origin story. You know, Bishop, Pone, they had a life. In fact, I can name almost every Marine in the squad is you know, Frost, Deacon, Drake.
Yeah.
You know, it's, and, you know, and I that was a huge movie, Aliens.
Yeah.
Oh, which movie is
the
your
only
favorite
time,
side?
the only time I think a sequel was better than the original is
Oh, yeah.
Aliens.
Oh, Empire Strikes Back.
Well, yeah, but
Aliens.
you say Alien, everybody correction. No, it's Aliens. No, Alien, the first one. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
The first
Alien.
one was good. For when it was
Oh, yeah.
made,
Oh,
when it was
yeah.
made in
It's
the
still-
70s.
when I was a kid, that shit scared the fuck out of me.
Yeah, man. The special effects is just, you know, when you're bringing the Colonial Marines and the high floor firemen, oh, man, there's no way they're going to lose to the aliens.
Yeah.
You know, put her in charge. Oh, yeah, legendary Hudson, you know, Bill Paxton.
Oh yeah.
I want
Game
to
over, man. Game
Yeah.
over.
And then
that's not even a scripted line. That was just an ad-lib line, and that's one of the most iconic.
yeah, put her in charge. Game over, man. Game over.
I know I was telling Monica she plays Alien Isolation a lot. They said they should make a movie out of that one because that one's done really well. Story's really good.
And then like you go into Aliens 3, you know, and you're like, yeah, what happened to like to Hicks and Bishop and Newt and you know, they just wrote them off.
Yeah.
Which is bring it back to comic books. Aliens 3, the original script just came out in comics.
Oh, really? Okay.
You know, and it's got, you know, Bishop and Hicks and
Oh, wow, I didn't know that.
and Newt, and it takes over. You know, it was the original script that they threw out.
Oh, wow. I didn't
You know,
know
they
that.
went a different direction. Which I liked the dog alien, you know, that was really cool. It had the Rock in there, the original Rock.
Yeah.
Black Eye.
Yeah.
He's the original Rock.
Yeah, because he had his own show and all.
Yeah, but he got rocked out.
But yeah, you always want to know what happened to everybody because 1 minute she's with them and the next minute
Yeah,
she's
they
gone.
all died in the crash. And, well, yeah, no.
Yeah.
Too bad. But yeah, so there's the new comic out. There's a lot of interest in that. Issue 2 came out. I saw it already. Read it.
So what do you guys think about the Deadpool Christmas movie that comes out tomorrow?
Oh, Cash Grab?
Is that the kids version?
Yeah.
Well, so many kids want
I'm
to see
sorry, I
the
said that
movie.
too quick, did I?
No, it's not even a cash grab. And if it is, whatever, man. It's just so many kids want to see this movie, and parents nowadays have a. When I was a kid, my dad took me to see everything. I don't care.
Yeah.
Movies, swearing.
I saw Porky's when I was a kid.
Oh man, Porky's one of my favorite movies as a kid. I read it for the thing, you know. But like nowadays, everybody's so anal retarded,
Yeah.
you know, and you know, kids gotta live in a bubble, and you know, so kids want to see this movie, you know, and so they made it so kids could see it,
Yeah. Well, that's the real reason too, but that's additional to that. I agree.
you know. And if Ryan Reynolds is a part of it, they just shoot a couple of different scenes or, you know, after credit scenes or whatever, who cares? It's hilarious, you know.
They just haven't. To me, they haven't even been advertised. I've seen it online, but I haven't seen it advertised anywhere else. And that's like, and it opens tomorrow.
I do like the homage to Princess Bride that they're doing.
Oh, yeah.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
That whole little
Mm-hmm.
Nickelback and yeah.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, I showed you the whole thing with Fred Savage in bed and he's
Oh,
talking to
yeah, I
him.
saw that.
Because she's big Princess Bride, so I showed her immediate. My dad took my sisters and I to Hellraiser when I was in first grade, the Magnum Force before grade school.
Of course. Yeah.
And George and Alice, this is so very cool, the next Comic Men. Well, yeah, well, back then, it was cool to you when your parents would let you see that kind of stuff. I grew up on Elm Street, so of course I had to see Nightmare on Elm Street when it came out, you know?
No, my mother was very strict. I couldn't watch any of it. at all. I couldn't watch R-rated movies at all until I was 18, basically out of the house.
I saw all the R-rated stuff.
You know, I did see some, but it was
I saw
at a
Resistance
friend's house,
in
you
the
know,
theater.
and stuff
When did
like
that come out? How old was that?
Hopefully my mom's not watching, but I snuck into R-rated movies.
Well, see, that's the thing. My parents were hard asses. Don't get me wrong, but they were soft on certain things. My dad would.
My dad was soft. He'd sleep things through. He's like, you know, just go ahead.
Yeah.
My dad's
Well,
a big movie buff.
Well, so was my dad. So that was something we had in common. So I got to see this stuff. I remember.
Conan in the theater.
I remember a lot in the theater. I used to go to the theater a lot when I was a kid. But like on my birthdays, you'd always get to go pick a movie yourself. Not the parents got to pick. So I remember seeing Child's Play in the theater and all picking this stuff for my birthday, you know.
Well, see, we never shielded the kids from anything like that.
No.
I think the only movie we ever told them they could not watch was American Pie when they
Why?
were younger.
When they
Hilarious.
No, because I did not want to be in that situation with my children sitting right there. Just
Oh,
couldn't do it.
Pie? Yeah.
Yeah, but that was it.
Well, because we never
That's fine.
we never got the rated version. We always got the
Fast
unrated
Times
version.
at Ridgemont High.
Yeah.
I didn't go see that movie by
If they
myself.
watched it when we were gone, whatever. I didn't want to be in the same room at the same time as them watching that movie.
Do adult theaters count? I went to a shitload of those as a kid.
You turned out all right.
How many jobs did you have?
Hey, the last one he's had for quite a while. He's very good at it.
Is it an adult theater?
No, he's my internet guru.
Okay. Just making fun of you, Robert. Don't worry, I do it to everybody.
He's fine. He'll poke back everywhere.
Oh yeah, no. We as kids we weren't shielded as much as we shield our kids now, and now our kids are. Why? Because I don't think our parents they cared, but it was part of life. So it was, now you shield them from everything. This is where we have the problem with America.
Life is like chicken pox, man. You get that as soon as possible.
That's true.
Okay, 32. He's had 32 jobs total. And he's worked for a video expose on 50 and a Fairview mega store, though. Hey, I like those stores.
Video expose. Remember that place?
But if you think about it, now with the kids being shielded from everything offends them. We were talking the last time we were on the show, and last time we got together, they're now saying the Little House on the Prairie books are bad for you.
How?
Go ahead and explain.
Because Laura's mother, at some point in the books, Laura asked her mom why she didn't like the Indians, because that's what they were called in the book. That's what they were called in her day and age, Native Americans now. And she said, because. And then she didn't give a reason, but she just said that she didn't like them. And taking it out of context, you know what I mean, is basically saying that's a negative against how they feel. But if you take it in context of the whole book, that's what life was like in that day and age. And the only thing they were fed was the bad. So of course that's what she believed in.
Yeah.
But they also don't throw in the fact that Laura Ingalls tried to change her mom's mind because she got to know people who were Native American and that kind of stuff. So it's the same kind of thing. You pick this and then complain about that.
I think it's human nature to hate things you don't know.
Oh yeah.
So that's the way it is. I mean, we're all got it in us a little bit. The more you know and you like it, you're like, oh, these guys ain't so bad. I like you. Oh man, fuck away from me. Usually how it is.
John says blood and gore and violence was okay in his house. We had to cover our eyes for the nudity until high school. As he thinking about that, one of my favorite movies growing up as a kid was Toxic Avenger.
Oh yeah.
And it had blood, gore, violence, and nudity.
Yeah, no.
But,
Legendary's got the rights for that. They're trying to put out a new movie.
Are they?
Yeah.
As long as it goes back to the old B stuff.
Yeah, no, I agree.
But that goes back to my love of B movies. I love B movies. Give me Attack of the Killer
One of my favorite
Tomatoes.
movies as a kid was the original Swamp Thing.
Oh, me too.
Oh
man.
yeah, with Adrian
Oh
Barbola.
yeah.
Oh, good, beautiful movie, great
Yes,
cinematography.
it was. Yes, it was.
Just in the swamps, and it was just,
I hope they do it justice when they bring it to DC.
Well, with James Wan directing it right now, I think it's going to be a great thing.
Oh, a movie?
No,
No,
he's doing a
it's-
TV series on DC Universe.
No, we gotta stop with the TV series
Yeah.
stuff, and we gotta stop with all their individual channels. I mean,
The Warriors.
Yeah. Can you dig it?
One of my favorites was The Warriors from John. God, I just remember back. See, in my house, horror movies were a staple. I mean, it wasn't a bad thing where you shielded your kids from it. Like I said, I grew up Nightmare on Elm Street, Halloween, Friday the 13th, Christine. If it was Stephen King, it got watched. Like I said, Alien.
Night Shift.
Oh, yeah.
The one with the giant rat?
Yeah.
Oh, rats? Oh, man, that's a scary movie.
Oh, yeah, think about Scott and Amber, their daughter, is all about horror. I mean, her baby dolls have two heads. And Chucky and
Scott Fincher, the sci-fi guy. He does all the makeup molds. He was on
Nukem High.
Oh yeah, Class of Nukem High, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Video rental movie flicks.
She hates it because I love El Rey Network because they play
I am not a movie fan. I'm sorry.
Me either.
Class of 1999.
Bad
all
acting.
Yeah. Remember Steel Dawn?
Critters.
Critters.
I love it.
Critters is one of my favorites.
Or House 2.
Oh, I love
man,
House.
House when he goes to Vietnam.
Oh, yes.
God. House was such an amazing movie.
Yeah, that woman creeped me out. The one female monster.
Yeah.
Oh, it creeped me out as a kid.
Or a Creep Show.
Creep Show.
I did like Creep Show.
Oh man, the lake with the thing in the lake.
That messed me
All
up.
the cockroaches.
Yes.
Yes.
So,
Don't get
with
me started
House.
on cockroaches.
You see Creep Show. You seen that?
Yeah, she loves horror. She
Oh
loves
yeah.
horror.
The guy's like he goes into the clean room. It's all white and sterile, and there's roaches in there. There's roaches everywhere. Oh man.
She was born after her mom watched
Puppet
Exorcist.
Masters. I love that
Yeah,
one.
Puppet Masters. Yeah, the little knife guy.
Doll Man.
Yeah.
Doll Man versus Puppet Masters. Doll Man with the Puppet.
Yeah, my mom wouldn't let me watch
Critters.
that.
Critters one of those ones where like 1 was good, 2 was good, 3 was good.
Yeah.
You know, well, good enough. Or The Gate.
The
Gate. That
Gate
one
Those
was
little
good.
monsters.
Ah,
freaked
well,
me
oh,
out.
yeah,
Little
yeah.
monsters, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Road Warrior. That was good.
Great.
yeah. The Road Warrior.
Yeah, Mad Max was kind of, but
Yeah.
Road Warrior.
Remember the Wraith?
Yeah. With Charlie Sheen.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I love
Never
that.
saw
one.
that.
Oh, that's a good staple.
You see
Remo Williams.
Who? Chud?
Chud.
Chud. Yeah.
Chud. Oh yeah.
1 and 2. Cannibalistic humanoid underground dwellers.
Oh, the stuff.
Daniel.
The
Oh, I
Stuff.
love
The
stuff.
stuff. Yeah, it's like the living. Oh man,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
so creepy.
And see, I try to find some of these movies, like the stuff. I don't remember if you
They
guys
Live?
remember. They Live. Q, the
Q.
winged god or whatever.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, remember when
It's
TBS
Alive.
you would play like monster movie, then like a fantasy barbarian movie on Saturdays, and they'd sometimes throw a horror movie in there. You know, they played Ice Pirates, and then they
Oh, yeah.
Ice Pirates.
Yeah.
I remember seeing that.
We're
movie.
doing a fast forward.
The one that really creeped me out, but I can't remember what it's called. I know you know.
There's so
It's the
many.
one where they put the
Sci-fi
sunglasses
flicks.
on.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They
You
live.
put the glasses on and you can see.
They live.
They live.
Yes,
They live.
that
I love
freaks
that
me
one.
out.
Yeah.
Coming,
Oh,
chewing bubble gum and kicking ass and all out of bubble gum.
Space Raiders or whatever it was. Yeah.
What was
Dune.
Dune. Talk. Oh man, I got a funny story about Dune. I love this movie so much, and it was one of those movies
that was a good one.
that you
too.
couldn't find on DVD for the longest
Oh, yeah.
time. You know, and I was like, and then I heard it came out on DVD, and I ended up buying a TV show one, not the regular one.
Oh.
'Cause I heard a movie review or DVD review, and
Yeah.
it turns out I was watching it on VHS, so it didn't
Yeah.
even exist yet anyway.
Did you ever get the steel box?
Yes.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
great.
yeah, yeah.
You
Dune.
know that the guy who did Blade Runner
Scanners was a
2049
good
is
one, too.
redoing Dune. He's doing Dune.
Don't redo Dune.
Doing a whole new one.
No, they'll
No,
do it again.
don't do that. Make a new Dune or a sequel
I don't know.
or something. There's a whole
A new
world. There's
Yeah.
like 9, 10 books on
Yeah.
Dune, which I never read and would like to. Chris probably has.
Hi, Tyrone.
Hi, Melissa.
But it's I love
God, we
Dune.
can sit here and talk about 80s movies all day
Oh,
long.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, we pull in a comic book guy and start talking about movies. That's awesome.
I'm a pop
You're all
culture expert.
around.
Yeah, I can say yes to anything, but movies especially, I'm really passionate about good movies. You know, not so much the bad movies.
I remember growing up at the movie theaters, used to always get into whatever movies that they were doing. I remember seeing Popeye in the movie theaters.
Oh yeah,
they had that all decked
Popeye
out.
was so good.
It was really good.
Man, Good Morning Vietnam. Those are my two favorite Robin Williams movies. Popeye and Good Morning Vietnam.
But I remember seeing Empire Strikes Back in the theater.
My dad took me out of school to go see Return of the Jedi.
Oh wow.
You know, it was first showing, the first day, we got the last 2 seats in the place in the back corner. It was the greatest time ever. Credits rolled up, the whole theater cheered.
I remember having to watch
Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
too
That's
many
one of
times.
mine and Kelsey's. That's one of our always thing together. Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
And the original creators are doing a new TV series of that.
See,
Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
See, but why? Why do you need it? The movie was good enough. Everybody hated it except for the cult. And
Yeah, it's like a cult classic, and if you change it, it's gonna change.
Poltergeist.
Poltergeist.
oh man,
Oh yeah.
I remember seeing that in the theater. I had a tree right outside my freaking window. Dude, that thing, when the wind would start going, you start moving. Oh, man.
Clowns mess you up too, right?
Not the clown. Oh, just the clown.
Yeah.
Because my grandma had made me one of those clowns
Yeah.
before the movie came
Yeah.
out. And it was in my closet. At one time, it was under my bed. After that movie, it was in my closet.
Yeah.
It was boom. It was,
Done.
and then you had I took like a wire or something and over, because it was those
Yeah.
bifold doors.
Yeah.
So I make sure that thing wasn't going over.
Well, it's crazy because like my mom told me I couldn't watch any of that stuff. My dad didn't mind if he caught me once in a while, but I literally wait for them to go to bed. And I had an old, I don't know if you remember them, the radio and the TV built into with a handle.
Uh-huh.
It was a long way, and it had an antenna on it, but the screen was only like this big,
that's
black and white.
Yep.
And I would literally sit there with my covers with the thing underneath and try to tune in, you know, one of the TV shows or HBO or something like that to watch it. That's the only way I got a chance, like watching RoboCop. That's the only way I had to watch RoboCop.
Awesome. Theater's awesome.
Yeah.
RoboCop 2, even better. Red Foreman.
Yeah. So much good stuff, man. I just wish we could talk like that about stuff nowadays.
There's a few far between, you know, and it's usually not the biggest movies. Like I said, Mr. What's You, My Neighbor, and then Bohemian Rhapsody, 2 best
Those are
movies.
cult followings there.
No, they're great movies. They're just really good, you know. And then even Ready Player One, that was probably last year, but that was amazing.
I just caught this like a couple of months ago. No, that was this year.
Oh, was this year?
Yeah. Because I had the preview to get in free before it went out to everybody, but I had to work and I missed it. I was so pissed off. But I just saw it. I love that movie.
I did too.
That was awesome, but when I saw it, I fall asleep during all movies now. I'm old.
But I love the concept. I love the story. I just love the whole.
You had me with the Excalibur quote. You know,
it was a very interesting concept.
and I'm not going to bet to Dr. El Diente. You know, I memorized that when I was a kid. You know, and I was like, somebody else did too.
Now John is saying he loved the show Amazing Stories. I remember watching
I love Amazing Stories.
That's why the Amazing Stories was really good.
Amazing Stories, Tales from the Dark Side. Now you remember Monsters?
Oh yeah.
I love Monsters.
Remember Gargoyles?
The cartoon.
No, there's a horror movie called Gargoyles back in the day.
Or Monster Squad.
Yeah, Monster Squad.
Monster Squad. Kick him in the doors.
Wolfman's got doors.
Yeah.
Cutter hates it because I play these things. You gotta come watch it. You showed me before, Dad. I'm like, yeah, but still good. Come on.
Yeah. There's a lot
Creature
of
from the
movies.
Black Lagoon, 3D.
Yeah.
Piranha. 3D.
Yeah.
Now Chris is saying the book is worth a read for Ready Player One. I heard that the movie kept close.
Most of the people that read the book were happy with the movie, but that's usually how it is. I find it's best to read the book after the movie, and then the book is usually a really good movie. If you read the book before the movie, it's never going to be like you saw it in your head.
Yeah.
Well, and it's hard to condense.
Oh yeah, never ending story. Never ending story.
Major fave.
Dark Crystal and Labyrinth.
Yeah, Dark Crystal, especially.
That was amazing.
I saw for my birthday in February. They had a re-releasing. I saw it on the screen, brought tears to my eyes. Yeah. Seeing it as I already on the big screen.
It was nice seeing Transformers 1986 on the big screen.
Oh yeah,
that was amazing.
Yeah, all new Transformers, you know, and you kill off all the old
Yes,
ones
exactly.
in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah.
You're just like, what the fuck?
I can mute that movie and say every line. That one in the Turtles,
Yeah.
1990s Turtles,
He's like that with
Ghostbusters, and all that.
Armageddon.
Armageddon and
Stripes in the theater.
That's awesome.
That's my Caddyshack.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. I miss John Candy, man. I wish he was still around
you know,
too.
that's something a 6 or 7-year-old.
Yeah.
Nowadays,
Yeah.
would you let your 7-year-old watch Caddyshack?
No.
They'd be like, oh, it's fine.
There's nothing really bad in it.
I like Uncle
let's
Buck too.
see. Chris says they kept with some of the concept. They modernized the games portrayed. The book was awesome. John says. Robert says making of Dark Crystal is better than a movie. Chris says Transformers, first movie I ever cried at.
Yeah, me too.
Secret of them.
Georgia, Lady Hawk, love.
I fucking Lady Hawk.
I was just thinking about this movie the other day when we were at the
Red
Evil
Festival,
thing.
yeah.
It's
Rutger
like-
Hauer, man.
Oh yeah.
Bloody Heroes.
Yes.
You ever seen that?
Yeah.
Place of a we got a dog skull on a spike.
Yeah.
What's that game called? That's what the whole movie was about. Supposed to way before time.
Yeah.
Badass. Just good. It was like the Road Warrior sequel.
I remember loving Cyborg as a kid, and then watching it again, I'm like, what the hell is this crap with Van Damme?
Oh yeah.
That was terrible when it came out.
horrible, man.
I love Universal Soldier.
Yeah.
That was one of back then. Yeah, you gotta tell me back then you didn't like it.
I did, man. I did because I was burning out.
Oh,
with Van Damme.
with that Kurt
Dolph-
Russell?
No,
No,
Dolph
that's-
Lundgren and
Kurt Russell wasn't in that?
Van Damme.
No.
No.
Oh,
Kurt Russell was
Russell
in Escape
Soldier.
Soldier.
Soldier. He
Yeah,
just
that
like
was-
Universal
Yeah.
Soldier.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then you can't say Kurt Russell without saying Escape from LA. Escape from New York was
No,
great.
yeah, Overboard.
New York,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Snake
That was-
Plissken, yeah. Bird on a Wire.
Let's see.
Tango and Cash.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Tango Cash is one of my favorites.
See, I mean,
Might
Chris
be-
doing all this stuff. I wish they would do Big Trouble with him coming back as a sequel. Big Trouble in China sequel with him. But they're not. Rock's involved.
Well, Chris is saying might be the last one, talking about crying at Transformers.
Yeah.
Then John, I will stop what I am doing to watch Bloodsport.
yeah.
And Robert says,
Oh, yeah, Stargate, yeah.
That's one of our favorite. It was
Yeah.
We love that movie. The very first DVD I ever went and bought.
Mhm.
Because there was like 5 when the first DVD players first came out.
Mhm.
And it was Stargate. That was,
Glass Starfighter.
Oh, I last Starfighter. I have that one. I watch that all the time.
Enemy Mine.
Enemy Mine, have that one. Yeah.
we got
Yeah.
MacGyver.
Tron.
Space,
First
Stargate,
one. Epic.
Big Trouble.
That's
in
when
Little
Tron
China.
was on. We're watching
Tron,
Tron.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No,
Life
no,
stops.
Exactly.
I even had the Tron joystick for my Atari.
Yeah.
Joystick had a full cord wrapped up
Well,
in
when we
it.
did Florida Free Play, they had all the old Tron games there. And then they had the last Starfighter game, or Starfighter as they called it.
Well, yeah,
So
because
much
Brandon was
fun.
telling that was made
Oh.
especially
For them.
for them. Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, that's a good one.
Escape from New York.
Yeah.
Yep, love that one.
Or
See,
Red Dawn.
Escape from
Oh, yeah,
LA.
Red Dawn.
She liked Escape from LA.
Wolverine.
I wasn't much for Escape from LA.
Yeah, it was. Going to school thinking that's going to happen to you.
Oh yeah, man. Red Dawn. Oh man. They remade that. Why?
It
It's a
was
masterpiece.
horrible. It was horrible.
Well, yeah, and because they changed it, it wasn't the Russians
Outsiders.
anymore.
Yeah.
But see, the kids these days don't have the fear that we had.
No.
They didn't have.
Oh, I had to fear Russia in the last election, but yeah.
Death Race 2000, Robert Carradine, right? No,
Yeah.
David Carradine.
Well, Kung Fu. Remember Kung Fu and
Yeah.
Kung Fu Legend Continues, all that stuff, man.
That legend don't continue anymore.
I know, not at all. I hope we see a Robert
Breaking 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Turbo and
I love those movies. Yeah, man.
Okay, so join us next week when we talk about more 80s movies.
Yes, we'll have a list to go
70s
through,
and 80s.
where we just pick out certain moments of the movie we really appreciate and talk about the next movie in line in our head.
yeah.
and whatever you guys can keep rattling off.
I don't know, man. It's just a really cool time, man.
Ozone. I don't know Ozone.
Oh yeah, it's Ozone. Turbo and Ozone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well,
Breaking. Breaking.
Okay.
Turbo. What's the name? Turbo and Ozone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Break in.
Let's count on an old scooter there. Yeah. So many good movies, so many good times.
Let's see. The last Starfighter was awesome. Yeah. This is Enrique.
Yeah.
Hey, Enrique.
Macho.
How you doing?
How's it going, Enrique?
I'm not gonna go past Macho because I'm gonna kill your last name. So.
Fiardo.
Speaking of old
Fiardo,
stuff, like
Fiardo.
No, Fiardo.
I know. I'm just,
Oh,
now I'm.
they playing with him.
yeah, they just, if I'm right, they brought out a Goldbots comic book here recently.
Yeah,
How's that?
covers
going?
look cool.
Yeah.
I haven't really flipped through it, you know.
Yeah, I haven't looked at it that much either.
GoBot's the thing that came out right before Transformers.
Oh, I was poor, so I had GoBots.
Yeah,
I had GoBots too.
I love
man.
Sidekill and Turbo and all
I had the
that,
train,
man.
you know,
Crusher.
the scooter.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, man. It was great stuff.
Transformers blew it away.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but see, I go up to Vintage Toy King up in Ocala, and I can get my GoBots. He carries GoBots up there.
Yeah. They gotta be hard to find.
Yeah.
$20 GoBots.
Hey, I had to teach her what a GoBot was. It was like they were out, they had the cartoon, they were there before Transformers.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Transformers is better. Maybe, but GoBots were, you know.
That's a couple of years, man.
Yeah, they were
strong.
doing it pretty hard. Yeah,
You know, the show was more popular than the toy.
it was. It was. That's when they brought out the Rock Lords.
Yeah,
Remember?
remember the Rock
Lords?
Lords? Oh, they're so cool.
Yeah,
too.
man.
Turns into a rock.
No, you can really be your pet rock.
But when you transform into like the rock guys, they were really cool
They were,
toys.
man. They
Oh,
were.
Wheeled Warriors,
Wheel, JC and the Wheel Warriors.
JC
buddy.
and the Wheel Warriors,
man. I watched that all the time.
Silverhawks.
Silverhawks, Thunder of the Barbarian.
Yeah.
Oh, all that old stuff, man. Mask.
Max, those were the
Yeah.
coolest toys, man.
Yeah.
Coolest toys every kid ever wanted but couldn't have.
Yeah.
The Mask toys. No, you've already had Transformers. You're not getting no fucking masks.
Yeah, exactly.
You remember Visionaries?
Oh,
Yeah, I remember
Visionaries.
Visionaries.
Oh,
I
love Visionaries. Battle Beasts.
Yeah.
Battle Beast and the muscles and
Muscle.
Little muscle figures.
I got a set of muscles here not too long ago.
Mhm.
It was the He-Man exclusive.
Oh, I have
San
those.
Diego
I have
Comic
those.
Con.
Yeah, those are awesome, man. Done by Super 7, I believe.
I gotta find them. I have them somewhere.
Yeah. Because they also did a Street Fighter line of muscles. With that, they did a Robotech line, I think, and an Alien line.
Well, I fought people to get those in an auction. The
Oh, you
He-Man
did?
ones. Enrique says everybody messes up his name. I mess up everybody's. If you watch the thing, I mess up everybody's name all the time, and that's sober. So I'm gonna mess it up tonight because I'm sober.
So, a question I've never
Have you
asked.
watched the Netflix show, The Toys That Made
Oh,
Us?
yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I play in the
Love
shop
it.
all the
I
time.
love it. Love it, man. The lady who made Barbies was a bitch.
Yep.
I'm just going to say that right now.
The Lego one is awesome. The Star Wars,
Oh, yeah.
Star Wars one's really good.
Great.
The G.I. Joe one's good.
Yes.
Yep.
Transformer was
He-Man
good.
great.
He-Man was good.
One I didn't like.
Barbie one.
Yeah,
My Little
okay.
Pony.
I forget. I was the Hello Kitty one
Hello
too.
Kitty one, yeah. Did you see the documentary, The
His
Power of
name
Grayskull?
was Robert.
Robert Paulson.
Yeah.
It's from Fight Club.
Yeah.
Bitch tits.
I used to steal my brother's G.I. Joes because Ken was a wuss.
Yeah.
Barbie wanted to date a real man.
Oh, yeah. But that's when the G.I. Joes were the
Yeah.
12-inch G.I.
Yeah.
Joes
Not before my time.
with
Yeah.
Kung Fu grip. Oh, no, it wasn't.
I didn't know
I had
that.
them.
No.
Oh, yes.
No.
Oh, yes.
By the time the 80s were around, nobody was playing with 12-inch G.I. Joes.
Yeah, they did.
He was. Steve was.
I wasn't.
I was.
My first, besides like blocks and Lincoln Logs,
Oh,
my first
there you
toys
go.
were Star Wars.
Yes. Yeah.
I remember blocks, like
Yeah.
wooden blocks
I
and Lincoln
did.
Logs.
My
and
brother
then,
had Star Wars.
Star
He
Wars.
had he had Star Wars. He had Transformers. He had G.I. Joes.
Yep.
And he had Hot Wheels.
No, yeah,
Okay.
And I
Hot
used to
Wheels.
steal the Hot Wheels.
Yeah, Hot Wheels too.
Hot Wheels. I was big racetrack.
Mm.
I used to have them where
Oh,
everywhere
yeah.
you put them.
In the orange
You-
tracks you put
Yeah, I
together.
put them together. I had them all.
You know,
in the house.
whenever I'm playing Hot Wheels, I'm playing Road Warrior.
There you go.
Every time I'm playing Road Warrior. That's what's going down every time. So like, I like the car. I had this one cop car that was like the cop car. The Road Warrior was my favorite. You know, I'm playing Road Warrior every time. on the carpet,
To run the track all the way
Imagine
from
the scene.
upstairs all the way to
Yeah.
downstairs
Oh,
and
yeah.
around.
Around, yeah. Do the loopy loops, and then you see how far they can
I would
fly.
connect. I would go to yard sales and we'd buy I'd get convinced my dad to buy the old electric tracks with the cars would have
Oh,
the
yeah,
little
where you
slot
have
cars,
the
slot.
and I would build elaborate sets out in the front porch and see how many I could connect together because all of them just made circles. So I would literally connect them all in different ways to get this huge track with all of them constantly. I
Robert,
enjoyed that.
Robert said he had more slingshot, blow dart guns, pellet guns, etc.
Yeah.
Well, that's because we could play with those kind of things back then, and it wasn't.
Yeah, you had lawn darts, didn't you?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
lawn darts.
I did too.
Croquet.
Okay.
Okay.
Or the
Well, you got to remember, lawn
I did
darts
that at
are
my
illegal.
grandma. My
now.
grandma's
Yeah, I
house.
know.
I remember my grandma's house. We played croquet.
Yeah.
That was it. That was awesome.
Yeah. And of course, there's the horseshoes and the cheap slip and slide. My dad would just get plastic paper and put it on tarp and just swell it out with Dawn and let it running.
Remember, you didn't have to have a pool back in that
No,
day.
no.
You could have a sprinkler and life was
Sprinkler,
good.
You got to play in the sprinkler, and that was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, side question, I was thinking about it. So, Living Dead Comics, what was the name inspired by? Anything particular?
Oh, it's stuff. That was the name. The shop was already named that.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
gonna change it.
Gotcha.
I love the name.
Yeah.
You know.
That's cool, man.
So I just kept it. If it broke, don't fix
Bocce
it.
ball.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah, bocce ball. Croquet was the first bocce ball.
That's true. That's
Nowadays, it's all cornhole.
true. Yeah.
It's all anybody talks about is cornhole.
Yeah.
I just remember laser tag. Back in the
Qzar.
day.
Laser tag back in,
I played. That's where I met scooters. I played Qzar.
I didn't even. I'm aging myself. We didn't do laser tag back in the day. It was
Oh, no,
everybody-
laser tag wasn't
everybody-
back in the day. That was
No.
18, 19
Yeah.
years old.
Everybody met under the street light,
Yeah.
and then you counted till 10. The person who was it stayed under the street light,
Yeah.
and then you had to go hide.
Hide and seek.
Hide and seek.
Yeah.
Or kick the can. Or if I
I
saw
know, but
somebody
it
who
was-
kick the can in it, I was like, we need to play kick the can, which is just like hide and go seek with a can.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember we started playing kick the can just because of the Twilight Zone, the movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my God. Yes. When he's out there with all the old folks. Oh,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I love that actor too, the black guy.
Yep.
Yeah, that's exactly where I got it from. Twilight Zone, the movie.
That's
You
what
know,
we
you
all
see
did.
him playing Ollie Oxenfree.
Yep.
It's from that movie right there.
And
Yeah.
that's what I remember. 'Cause we always played hide and seek, but after the movie, it's like, let's play kick the can. And, you know,
Yeah. 1000% happened. You know.
Okay, so is there anything going on this next year that you're happy for, Lee? That you're looking forward to, like maybe going to Baltimore again or anything like that?
Oh man, the Diamond Convention's in Vegas this year.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Cannot wait.
You're gonna be broker than normal.
Who cares, man? That's what I look forward to every year, man. I love the Diamond Show.
You know, after attending this last year, thank you very much for the invite. I completely understand. That was so much fun.
Yeah, that is it. That's what I look forward to most every year is going to the Diamond Show.
Oh, yeah.
It's
They're really good. I've had a pleasure to go to a few myself. They're
It's,
really
it's
awesome.
just so cool. I like talking to all the other shop owners.
Mhm.
Like seeing who's there. You know, and not too many. And I'm always amazed whenever I meet other shop owners in their town. I'm like, hey, why don't you go to the Diamond Show? You go to the Diamond Show. It's the greatest time. They give you enough stuff to, help coop with the cost. I mean, they send you like a box with $500 toys in it. And you get all those promo variants and really, I mean, like that's where I learned about Batman Damned and
Oh yeah,
stuff like that.
When we set through their whole-
They talk about the Black Label. That's where I learned about the Black Label and other stuff. And it's just I wish I paid more attention the year before when they were talking about Batman Metal.
Mhm. Yeah.
Right?
Metal was great.
Yeah, but it's just and like last 2 years, I mean, Jim Lee does the DC panel,
Mm-hmm.
right there at the vendors. So I mean, like what you pay high dollar for at other
Con,
cons,
yeah.
you get a real intimate setting. The first year, people loved it, man. Kevin Eastman was there
Oh, that's
Oh.
awesome.
because he was the guest honor at Baltimore, so he was at the end of
Love
a mini con for the Diamond people.
Mhm.
But he was just signing for free, and just
Oh,
for
yeah.
everybody, and
Always does.
sketches and everything. He was really cool, dude.
Yeah. I met him in San Diego Comic Con first time I met him. He was sitting in his heavy metal booth, and that's all he was
Right
doing.
on DS Vigo.
Yeah, Chris says he got to run. Hey, thanks for coming on tonight, Chris. Come back
Hey, I
in.
look forward to seeing you coming to town, man.
We don't always have Lee on, but feel free whenever we do have the show on, like the page, and that way you can always know when the show's on. We're always talking something cool.
Yeah.
And as you see, it's nothing ever set in stone. We just go with the flow. And it kind of works for us. So, Chris, have a good night. See you, son.
Love notes and kisses to each other.
So where at in Vegas is it going to be?
Vegas.
Well, I know, but like a certain
I
hotel.
have no idea.
I mean, for all you know, it could be Circus Circus.
Doubt it.
I just didn't know if you knew where.
Well, I mean, it usually ties in with the con, so there's got to be some kind of convention going on in Vegas
That's what I was
at
wondering.
that time. So it's at the convention's probably at the convention center. Hopefully they have it at one of the hotels. It's not far from the convention center. I don't know. The tram goes there, you know. So I looked
Yeah,
into it
good time,
any
man.
further than it was in
Yeah.
Vegas.
Sold.
Yeah, yes. I was in Chicago the last 2 years. I'm happy it moves. That way I get to go, you know, in another town. And hopefully maybe 1 year it'll be at New York or
Yeah.
San Diego.
And see,
Yeah.
Or in our hometown
So-
in Orlando.
So Trish, you want to go crash something in Vegas this year? Hopefully the air conditioner is working.
Actually, it's wondering, it's not too bad. It's not like the heat here. And at night and in the morning, it's cold.
It's at the Las Vegas Resort and Spa.
Oh,
What's
wow.
that? What's that? Las Vegas Resort and Spa.
It's the JW Marriott Las Vegas Resort and Spa.
Oh, so it's not even a casino? It's like Caesar's Palace or something.
No, no.
MGM Grand,
Sorry.
Bellagio.
Sorry.
That's
I
all
can
right.
help you there.
I'm sure that's right by wherever it is.
That's what I'm trying to figure out what it is.
It's Vegas. They got slot machines at the airport, so it's
That's what I was
probably
gonna
the
say.
Marriott.
Yeah, I was gonna
There's one right outside the room.
Yeah.
There you go.
Never had a chance to be to Vegas too at some point.
I've never been to Vegas either.
Yeah, it's okay.
He doesn't want you there either.
No, I mean it's okay. New Orleans is cool.
Yeah, I've been around either.
New Orleans is cool. We've been there.
Yeah.
New Orleans is one of my favorite cities in America.
Should have seen we took our niece. We'd already planned on having our vacation. My sister decided she was going to get married on the same weekend that we started our vacation. So we took my nieces with us. And the first time we went there and they saw a street performer, the guy all in gold was going like that, they freaked the hell
Oh,
out.
gotcha.
It was like,
Oh, it was fun watching that.
oh, it was no fun because I had little kids and I shouldn't have. And it was
Yeah.
supposed to be a good vacation. We stayed at Jellystone Park. And,
Oh wow.
Jellystone Park.
yeah. Robertson, Louisiana, like right close to New Orleans. So actually, Yogi Bear, Jellystone Park.
I figured that'd be like in Colorado.
No, that's in New Orleans. Or Louisiana. But yeah.
The cartoon, it looks like Colorado.
Yeah. It does.
Well, let me tell you what, we had to stay in one of the cabins because it was so damn hot in August.
Oh, I believe it.
Just sweating.
Yeah.
And she was pregnant with Cutter. We stopped off in Dallas. Don't like Dallas.
Yeah,
It's a very dirty town.
Yeah, been to Dallas.
I mean,
and
dirty,
Madison,
like grimy.
yeah,
It's just,
New Orleans is kind of grimy too, man.
but that's a different kind of grime. Great
Yeah.
show. Jordan Alice says, great show tonight, you guys. You rock. Good night. Love the stuff. You have a good night too, guys.
All right, guys.
Can't wait to see you guys again at either the store or one of the shows. There's a Jellystone on Turkey Lake Road back in the day, and Walmart is there now.
Yeah, I remember that.
So,
Next show I'm doing will be
Deland?
No, I'm going to DeLand. Looking forward to DeLand, in Infinity. And, DeLand's the next show I'm going to, though.
But not setting up, you're just going.
No, I'm just going to set up. I don't know, a lot of competition in that room. I don't know, I want to go there and score stuff.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
That's one of the great things about the Land show. It's a great collectible show. I mean, Cutter found a rare Pokemon card in there.
Yeah.
A Charizard. Second printing, but still worth over $100.
That's not bad.
We got it for like $5.
Yeah.
You know, so the stuff you can find is anybody can find something there.
That's cool. Very cool.
Vintage toys, man. Toys. A lot of good toys there. I'm a sucker for action figures.
I get in trouble.
Daytona, man. Oh my
Daytona.
God, Daytona was so good. The guy crossed me. He's on pole. Like, what is this? I gotta have it.
I'm a big sucker for G1 Transformers.
Oh, that's getting pricey.
They are though. Yes, they are.
MegaCon used to be a place I used to go get those things. I used to get Carter G.I. Joe figures.
Yeah.
You know, I used to go for rare action figures and comics, and now it's not really. And the ones that are there, you know, cost so much money to be there. They're trying to upcharge anything, you know.
It's true.
So I can't blame them. I'd be the same way. I'm like, you want a deal? Come to my shop. Pay $3,000 to be here. That's all.
Yeah, it is ridiculous, man.
You know, and yeah.
Okay, so Graven, what's your next? Not meaning to cut it, but it's going on 11 o'clock.
All right.
I have a doctor's appointment.
That's my
7:30.
bedtime.
No worries, buddy.
So where are you going to be at next?
We're trying to be, if all things works out, at least Monica will be at the Jingle Jam in Sanford this Saturday. We just have to see if transportation allotted, set up there out in front of Smash Comics.
Now, Smash having a lot of people come out, or?
No, just we usually pop in and out whenever there's a show out there. If they let us come out and hang out, you know, it's kind of our store in that area, so we'll go hang out with them.
Well, that's your home store.
Yeah. We'd love to have a chance to have other stores be our home stores too. It's just hard to get to everybody. It'd be nice to have some time where we can set up a meeting or be able to do that. We'd love to. But that's what our next show is, and of course after that's going to be the Land. We're both luckily and very honored to be guest artists there with the Land. And then the week after the Land, we're doing an amazing show that a lot of people in the comic community don't know about, but it's an amazing show. It's at the Orlando Science Center. It's called Rotronicon, and it's very, very fun. It's an event that helps push promotion of knowledge in the STEAM community, and they have a lot of different VR, virtual reality, and gaming type companies come out there. It's backed by Disney and Lockheed Martin, a lot of different tech businesses, and we all set up as well. It's really, really good. So, and that's
food is offensive at MegaCon.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
well, John put on here. Parking and food is ridiculous at MegaCon.
Absolutely.
the food is criminal.
Yeah, it is.
Well, not only is it expensive, but it tastes nasty.
Hey, I don't mind paying a lot for food, man, but make it good. This is
I'm
just
not paying $10 for a hot dog.
if it's a good hot dog, I don't mind. But shit food.
Yeah.
I bought some Chinese food. I just threw it away because I didn't want to make it sick.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just so bad.
That is very, very, very good.
You know, and when I go to these shows, man, I'm like, I talked to Louie, I was like, you can't let them, you know, get food trucks. Tell them to piss off with their food stand.
Yeah.
You know, if the food's garbage, you know, no.
Let's see the hotel over there. Their food's not bad.
Where?
Alafaya.
At the Holiday Inn.
The first year, yeah, okay. I got food there this year. It was like their chicken. I was like, well, now this is why the chicken tenders are so cheap, is they were like chicken nuggets. Fries were good, but the first year, I put in an order, and the food didn't come for like 3 hours. I already went and got food and ate.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
You know, and then it came around, and I just had to buy that food too. And I was like, dude, I ordered this 3 hours ago.
Yeah, I got you.
Well, John says tenders and fries for $15, BS, and $5 Cokes. Nope. And see, I buy the water at the conventions, and MegaCon is like $5 for a bottle of water.
Yeah,
Well, $3 usually.
Well, actually, no, I think it went $4 last year.
Yeah.
So.
They up it wherever they can.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Okay, guys. I think our next show is gonna be probably the Land.
I'll be there.
Yeah. So
Hopefully me and Dad can go.
Well, yeah.
Last year.
You guys
time. In and out, an hour and a half.
Let's see. John says Tampa Bay has good food trucks. You guys brought Tom and I those Philly steak fries bowls from the dudes in the
Tampa Bay Comic-Con.
Yeah,
those are
those were good fries.
Cool deal.
But Tampa Bay knows to throw up the food trucks out there.
Yeah, you need that stuff. It helps build
Daytona, Tom had some good food trucks.
Oh yeah,
You know.
and he's gonna have it at the land too.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
So, okay, guys. So we're gonna
Sayonara.
call it a night. This is probably our last show till the end of the year.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, unless I claim. Unless something changes.
Christmas show.
Well, I was thinking, you never know, we might do a New Year's Eve show.
Never know. Could be.
That could be a fun one.
Live stream from the party.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Okay, guys. So until next time, I'm Steve.
I'm Graven.
Lee.
Living Dead Comics. You guys check them out.
Living Dead Comics.
Over on the
All right.
current board.
You know that's our home store. Go in there, treat them good.
I'll be there tomorrow.
You'll be there tomorrow. You'll be there the day after and the day after. So pretty much you always see him there. Pretty much.
The van's out front. I'm there.
All right.
Yes, and you know he's at any convention because you'll see the van.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Claremont that was planned. I did that. Last year I was like, yes, we're ready to park.
Okay, guys.
Good
See you
night.
later.
Be well.